Yes, Mzansi, welcome to it. It's the end of the week. Friday, baby! And clearly I'm full of energy because it's been an absolutely incredible week, and I hope you've had one too. Especially if you've joined us in the mornings, then I know that box is definitely gonna be ticked. But what can we say? Happy Friday. It's a great start to the weekend. And of course, we're ushering in everyone else that's gonna be joining us for the next 3 hours. We'll go step by step. We're in Cape Town first, but let's say a good morning to Joburg at the moment. Sadinele, how are we doing?
Good morning, my honeys. I'm amazing. How are you guys doing?
Oh, fantastic. There's so much to look forward to this weekend as well. Obviously, we've got a lot to talk about for this weekend, but I want to know how your week has been.
Yes.
Obviously, there's been highs and lows. I want to know about the highs. What's been the highlight so far for you?
Ooh, honey, I have to tell you, my beautiful Ralph, definitely my highlight is going to be the South African Music Awards this Saturday. So it's not like the highlight happened, it's what's coming. That's going to be the highlight for me. 100%, my babes. What about you? What's been your highlight?
That's so crazy. I think I definitely echo that sentiment. I was just asked in the week, and I only found out yesterday I've been confirmed to be a guest presenter at the Summers. So I will see you there tomorrow. I'm going to find an outfit, and I'm hoping that today is going to be a day full of inspiration. And I definitely am inspired after knowing that you're going to be there. So yes. But I've got to get an outfit together, and I think for today, you've got to do something kind of similar, right? I believe that Mzansi is going to be called to action to be at your assistance. Is that correct?
This is 100% correct, my Ral. And Ral, I need to practice your name, because I'm going to be saying it tomorrow. But, you know, we'll keep things under wraps for now. Let's quickly head into literally what I need your help with, Mzansi, because this morning it is all about hashtag being styled by Woolies. And for me, I cannot wait for you to help me decide what exactly I need to wear. So it is all about elegance. It's all about the beautiful prints. And, of course, all about the satin that you can find when it comes to your blouses and shirts at Woolies. And I can tell you this much, my friend, 30% off awaits you. I'm going to tell you more about it in a bit. However, I need your help because this morning I need to find out which of these shirts is going to be 100% correct as I go into the rest of the morning and make sure that your day is feel good indeed. So we're starting off with this striped satin shirt. And of course, this is a perfect day tonight, my friend. And one that I also feel like it comes out so lovely in terms of this pink color. And I love it, but I'm also very confused because as much as I love this pinkish color, I also love how these browns and the lovely beiges are coming together with this elegant shirt with an intricate motif, and one that I also know is all about that elegance as well. So I need your help, my Feel Good Breakfast Show family. Please tell me, which of these shirts do you think is going to be number one this morning as we go into the rest of it? You got to head over to social media. Hashtag styled by Woolies is the hashtag you need to use. And then you just got to let me know, which one are you choosing? Is it the striped shirt or is it the intricate motif shirt that comes together lovely with those browns? They're really just different, but really beautiful at the same time. And I also want to tell all of our W Rewards babies in terms of that 30% that you get in terms of your selected fashion, including girls' dresses, women's blouses and shirts, and men's shorts until the 3rd of November, available in store as well as online and on the Woolies app. T's and C's do apply, my lovely, so you can make sure you can find those on woolwords.co.za. However, I'm so confused. Please help me. And I'm so excited to find out which one of these, because I genuinely am excited to see which one you're going to choose for me as your parby this morning. Right now, we need to get into what is happening on the social media streets. And of course, it is none other than Graham Hurd has got the Good Morning Post. Graham, what's going down, my lovely?
Beautiful girl. Sorry to be getting all serious like this on a Friday when we should be tapping out, but I do have quite an important question for you because I think a lot of people might be tending towards this. Do you have a meat-free day in your week? This is not a judgment zone. I'm not coming after you if you don't, or if you do, or you have 5 or 6 or 7, but we'd love to hear from you. How could you add a little more plant power to your meals? Is it something that you've tried? Is it something that has frustrated you and you need a bit of advice? Is it something that's made all the difference in your life in terms of your own health journey? That's what we want to plug into this morning. So please let us know. At Expresso Show is the handle to use. Hashtag Expresso Show. Please give us a shout out, whatever you are saying this morning, so that our amazing social media team can track you. And we'd love to hear from you. Do you go meat free? And how are you getting that right? How are you getting that plant power in your meals and into your life? Well, I get my plant power from a certain nature boy every morning. And if he is going to be connecting with us right now to take us through those news headlines, and then I'll touch on the sport ahead of a busy weekend.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Yes, let's power through official duties now. And starting with national headlines. Now, Police Minister Senzo Mchunu has urged courts to be more vigilant in cases involving minors or vulnerable victims. Now, this follows an incident where a man accused of sexually abusing a child was released on bail in January, only to allegedly abuse the same child again less than a month later. Now, the case was provisionally dropped in September after the prosecutor requested the victim undergo psychological observation. Now, Mchunu expressed concern about releasing suspected habitual criminals, and his spokesperson, Kamogelo Mogotsi, confirmed that discussions were underway with the Minister of Justice. Well, next up, the creator of the much-loved Afrikaans soap opera Sewende Laan, Dani Odendaal, has passed away. Now, the legendary actor and producer died yesterday after a short illness. And Odendaal was a respected producer, a director and writer who dedicated 45 years of his life to the South African film and television industry. Now, he also served as head writer for the bilingual soap opera Egoli, Place of Gold, for 8 years. And his work in production yielded numerous awards and recognition at national levels. Well, moving on to international headlines, and mpox cases have and are spreading rapidly, and that's across Africa, with a reported increase of over 500% from last year, and this according to the Africa Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Now, the World Health Organization declared mpox a global health emergency in mid-August after a new strain began spreading from the Democratic Republic of Congo to neighboring countries. Now, 19 African countries have reported more than 48,000 suspected mpox cases, including 1,048 deaths this year. Now, the new strain, known as Clade IB, has also been detected in Europe, including Sweden, Germany, and Britain. Well, we now move to North Korea, as they have announced it's tested an intercontinental ballistic missile yesterday, claiming to have upgraded the world's most powerful strategic weapon. Now, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un stated the test was a warning to enemies threatening the country's security. Now, this show of strength comes amid concerns about North Korea potentially receiving missile technology from Russia in exchange for military assistance in the Ukraine war. Now, the launch has drawn swift condemnation from South Korea, Japan, and the United States as international alarm grows over North Korea's deployment of 11,000 troops to Russia. Well, lastly, in news headlines, tomorrow night, a spectacle awaits. Now, the Gallagher Convention Centre in Midrand will buzz with excitement as the 30th South African Music Awards, otherwise known as the SAMAs, honor local music royalty. Now, leading the pack, Grammy winner Tyler has scored an impressive 5 nominations, including Album of the Year and Best Collaboration for Water with Travis Scott. Now, following closely, Amapiano icons Kabza De Small, Mtunzi, and Mbuso Khoza each received 3 nods. And Tyler will also be celebrated with the prestigious International Achievement Award, while Sipho Makabane and Ringo Madlingozi will receive Lifetime Achievement honors. Now, Minnie Dlamini, thrilled to host, promises to bring elegance and sparkle to the live SABC broadcast, making this summer's an absolute night to remember. And of course, as you've heard, some of your Expressos will be attending, so we'll see you there tomorrow. For now, though, we dive into all things sport, a lot to talk about from this week and a lot to dive into for this weekend's action. Here's G-Man with the latest.
Thank you so much, Raul. Let's start with the great news first. The Proteas powered to a historic innings and 273-run victory over Bangladesh in Chattogram yesterday, racking up the series with a clean 2-0 sweep, posting a massive 575 for 6 with maiden test centuries from Tony de Zorzi, Tristan Stubbs and Vian Mulder. The Proteas, they dominated. Their spinners finished the job on day 3, dismissing Bangladesh for 159 and 143 respectively, so marking the Proteas' biggest ever innings win. Brilliant stuff. Now let's turn to rugby, and New Zealand coach Scott Robinson has called back several senior players for Saturday's clash with England at Twickenham, making significant changes changes from last week's lineup that played Japan. So only 4 players from the 64-19 win in Yokohama remain in that starting 15, with Wallace Satiti shifting from number 8 to blindside flanker. Then captain Scott Barrett, he returns to start at lock, moving Patrick Tiapalutu, who captained the Japan match, to the bench for this one. Now on to tennis, and a bit of an upset. World number 2, Carlos Alcaraz, was stunned at the Paris Masters, falling in the 3rd round to France's Hugo Humbert, ranked 18th in the world at the moment. So Humbert secured a 6-1, 3-6, 7-5 victory, his first win over Alcaraz after 2 earlier losses this year. He now advances to face Australia's Jordan Thompson for a spot in the semi-finals. You can see what it means to the player. Now let's get back on the track, and leading MotoGP riders have called for the season finale on the 16th and 17th of November to move out of Valencia due to catastrophic flooding in that region that has now claimed at least 95 lives, sadly. So championship leader Jorge Martin and rival Francesco Bagnaia, they agree that racing would feel ethically wrong at this time. Marc Marquez added that priority should be aiding recovery efforts, while the circuit Ricardo Tormo remains undamaged. Logistical challenges could complicate hosting fans as well. But I think with the eyes of the world focused on that part of the world right now, I think we will see a shift. That's where we leave our sport for now. We'll talk about 4 wheels in just a moment. All things heating up in Formula One. What a season we've been treated to. But right now, on the foot of the weekend, let's see if the weather is going to play ball.
We're hoping it plays ball indeed. Before we take a look at your temperatures, though, let's hear what the South African Weather Service has to say. They've issued a warning for extremely high fire danger conditions over the central and eastern parts of the Northern Cape, western parts of both the Free State and Northwest, as well as Themba local municipality in the Eastern Cape. A heat wave with persistently high temperatures is expected over Limpopo, Mpumalanga, Gauteng, Free State, and the eastern parts of the Northwest from tomorrow until Monday. So it does seem we're going to be bringing out those summer dresses and a little bit of those tank tops. However, on top of that, you know how much we love it when we're able to get into your sunrise view. And my friend, today we got one from outside the country. We're international, darling. And this one was sent by Madison, from Birchrusk, northern Sweden, experiencing chilly weather conditions with a high of 13 degrees Celsius. And this is the beautiful morning view that she sent in. I absolutely love the hues of red and orange and yellow peeking out. Oh, Madison, we appreciate you, my lovely. And thank you so much for being with your Feel Good Breakfast Show family from all the way there. And you, when I'm Zanzi, you have no excuse. 0634088863. We want to know, what is your side of life looking like, huh? Let's get into the sunrise views indeed. Right about now, our temperatures await us. What's going on? Let's check out.
There's so much happening here on your Friday behind the scenes, but we're going to bring it to the forefront for you, Mzansi, so we don't want you to go anywhere. Get started the right way for this weekend, and we've got everything to give you exactly that. Obviously, there's a lot of action happening this weekend in Brazil, and that's with the Formula One action. So the F1 Brazilian Grand Prix is happening, and we're going to talk all about it in just a bit. And then also talking about Tinashe, who is an eliminated contestant from MasterChef, and hopefully getting some skills from Tinashe's Wambili, and chatting about all things MasterChef SA. So a lot of good stuff hopefully coming in the belly, and then great conversation to hype you up for the weekend after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, honey, we're all about feeling good because the weekend is upon us. Big things are about to happen, and one such big thing is all about Formula One. I am so excited. I'm literally so amped. I think that the Expresso team did this interview for me. Sitting down with this guy right here. I cannot wait. Listen, it is the Brazilian Grand Prix happening this weekend. And of course, we know that there's so much drama happening at the moment because there is a title race. I wouldn't say of note, but it's very close at the moment, where it could be Max Verstappen, it could be Lando Norris. And you know how much I love Formula One, so I can't wait for us to just dive into this. But we had to bring the founder of Africa's leading F1 channel. It is none other than Lufefe Mayekiso. And everyone, I need us to give him a feel-good welcome, please. The king of Motors on TV. Let's go!
Okay.
Lufefe, how are you?
What an intro, Magdalene. Good morning.
Are you good?
Grand, how are you?
I'm excited.
Aware?
Yes, I am ready for Inter Lagos. I feel like there's so much going on. Speak to me. First and foremost, about the man who could possibly clinch his 4th title, Max Verstappen. What exactly are you thinking in terms of him arriving in Brazil? Do you think he's still going to go yet again for that aggressive driving? Or do you think that he's going to have a little bit more of a level head this time around because he knows what's on the line?
I mean, he lost a lot of points on Sunday.
He did.
I mean, that 20-second penalty
Yes.
was to the detriment of his title charge following a great performance the previous race. So I think he might be a bit more measured now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in his hands and it's his to lose.
Really? For me, I'm that person, especially after 2021. I'm like Max Verstappen. Like, he loses his head whenever someone seems like they're even creeping up on him, even in a small way. And I even asked my colleagues on 5FM yesterday, and I was like, do you think that he panics? Like, what do you think goes on in his mind when he's getting close to somebody else in terms of points?
Real talk.
Real talk.
I think it's intentional, eh?
Okay.
I mean, that driving style.
Yeah.
You know, him and Max, they're very close. Hashtag BFF kind of vibes.
Yeah, they are.
So I think that Lando is the one who's more vested in that friendship than Max is. Because if you listen to the comments, Max, even now...
It also makes it very, very interesting this weekend. And of course, we know that Mercedes, sana, there was a point when they'd fallen off completely. But now they're starting to fight again. Talk to us about what you think they can do, particularly with that sprint race, in terms of George and Lewis having a bit more, better strategies, if you will.
So I've got a radio show on Opulence Radio. So one of our co-hosts, Unontuli,
Yes.
she always says Ferrari is that loyal boyfriend.
Yes.
But you can't depend on them.
True.
I feel like that's Mercedes.
Me too.
Long and short.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So you don't think they're going to do anything this weekend?
I don't know what to expect.
Fair. Very
You
fair.
know?
It is.
Say Lando in 3rd. That's my top 3.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, Ferrari are in excellent form, as you've said already.
Yes.
And yes, you're dismayed because of Lando, but I'm happy because Lewis is going there next year.
I know, right? This also makes me very happy.
Perfect time.
But I also think that in terms of the 1-2, should it be Ferrari, I'm going to put science first.
Say
Yes.
Max. I would prefer Max to get his 4th title than Lando to get his 1st.
I need.
Otherwise, we'll never hear the end of it. Trust me.
Can we get this man out of here now? I liked him in the beginning. I need him to go because Lufefe, come on.
You know what? I hope Lando wins so that you see what I'm telling you.
Okay, and a lot of people are saying that to me where they're like, Lando's going to get a little bit too cocky. However, we shall see.
And the British media.
Son, it's a lot. Formula One has so many politics and so many beautiful things going on because there are so many people who are taking wins in the year 2024. But that's what's made it such a beautiful racing game. And friend, I cannot wait to find out what happens this weekend for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Thank you so much, Lufefe.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, it's Motors on TV, keeping you up to date with all things Formula One. Right about now, though, we also keep you up to date with how you can be a winner, my lovely. And Cape Town has got the download. Guys, how can we hopefully be millionaires by the end of the weekend? How can we do that?
We're talking Formula One money here, okay? If you play Powerball and Powerball Plus, there is a chance to win 107 million rand.
Wow. You can't even breathe, bro.
I can't even literally say the words out my mouth. And it could be yours today, so please don't get left behind. If you play Powerball, there's an estimated 32 million rand up for grabs. Powerball Plus, there is a staggering 75 million rand guaranteed jackpot today. Play them both.
This
I think.
is huge. Now listen up, Mzansi, you want to buy your tickets now, obviously, to get involved in this. You can get it in store on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, or you can use cell phone banking and simply dial *120 *7529 hash and then follow the USSDs. Simple as that.
And our amazing social media team, they put all those details up on the Expresso socials so you can go and check them out. And then Panda, Pusher, Play, Powerball for an estimated 32 milli. And then Powerball Plus for that guaranteed 75 million rand jackpot today.
Yeah,
It's been like that all week, though. I'm like, I act surprised, but I think we did something similar with Lotto earlier in the week. Just crazy.
We
man.
did, but
Crazy,
listen,
crazy,
that gets even better because you, Mzansi, don't need to go anywhere. We've got a lot to look forward to, and you feel good breakfast show. Yes, we're chatting to the eliminated contestant from MasterChef SA, and is coming through to give us, hopefully, all the good stuff to fill our belly. It's Tinashe Zwambila, and yeah, he's coming through with nothing but the good stuff.
Well, when we talk about the good stuff, how does a seared summer salad with avocado sauce sound? Is that avocado dressing or avocado sauce when it comes to a salad?
Hey, that's a good question,
I'm
actually.
going to ask that question. I don't know. Maybe they'll take me out of the segment. Cannot wait. Fresh greens are on the way. We'll see now.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's a very happy Friday to you, my lovely, because the weekend, she's here, baby. And one of the ways that we're celebrating is by celebrating someone who has had a beautiful journey on MasterChef SA. It has been so incredible to watch him, Tinashe Zwambila. And friend, I am telling you this much, ne, that this guy, ne, he is the future of cooking up on the African continent, okay? Yes, his journey did sadly come to an end, but there is so much more, and this is what we're hearing about in terms of getting to know him a little bit better. Let's check out what went down on MasterChef SA.
It was an honor, sir, to meet you.
Thank you.
It was an absolute honor and pleasure having you in this kitchen. You made a world of difference. You can cook, brother.
Nash, your smile, your voice, your energy, you'll be highly, highly missed. And keep chasing that dream, brother.
I don't leave here today thinking anything other than I made top 8 in MasterChef South Africa. What a brilliant journey. You guys better kill this. All of you. No? All right. Thank you so much.
I'm Zara.
Brother, do your best every day. I am going to leave this moment a completely and utterly different person. And I will never take for granted this journey.
Oh man, this guy, Tinashe, do you see the amazingness, huh? Tinashe, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
You
Wow.
made it so far. You did so amazingly. You genuinely showed your culinary skills in every kind of way. But I genuinely want to know as well, why is it that you decided to enter MasterChef SA?
Thank you so much. Well, I started my MasterChef journey with really just a desire to try and kind of find myself, actually.
wow.
It was 2024 was a very interesting year for me, and I feel like entering MasterChef was probably the first time in my life I was like, I'm doing something 100% for me. And yeah, just doing something that was really gonna make me happy.
That's beautiful. And I mean, was it worth it? Was it everything you hoped it would be?
It was everything and more, I must be honest. It was almost like a glimpse into what your life can be. If you really just follow some of these little hints that you get given, you know, by God to kind of give you purpose. And so I really just had a great opportunity to immerse myself in something I love.
Yes.
You know, and that was an experience I could never ever play down. On
That
any
is
level.
so beautiful. And I'm someone who believes in those little hints, right?
Yeah.
Because I think that they're so important. But of course, you are someone who went from advertising into culinary life. Talk to me about that transition. Where did that come from?
So I think I've always had a creative flair in me. I love numbers, so I'm more on the operational side of advertising,
Hectic.
getting things done.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of serves well in terms of being able to be creative in a kitchen environment, but also trying to drive yourself in that environment, you know, trying to get things done, especially the MasterChef kitchen. The pressure is immense.
Yes.
It's second to nothing you've ever experienced.
Yes.
And so just having that ability to focus and try and get things done in an amazing way, was something that really played in my favor, I think.
Well, I mean, listen, you made it look very, very easy because pressure cooking in a kitchen, it's already a lot. I say that as someone who only steps in the kitchen once a year, right? There's a lot of pressure to get it right and everything. But I can imagine pressure cooking for television, for judges, for all of these different reasons in a MasterChef SA kitchen. Talk to me about the pressure in terms of you now needing to actually perform.
Yeah.
Did it push you, or was it just kind of like overwhelming at some points?
So I must be honest, I take everything, I approach everything, especially in the kitchen, in the environments I was in, with an attitude of gratitude, right?
Okay.
So if you start off with a base where everything is such an amazing experience, it's such a blessing to be in that space, and all you have to do is just give your best. Enjoy the moment. Don't let it slip you by because you're too focused on too many things. Really immerse yourself in it, and that's kind of how I tackled the whole experience. I took it a day at a time, pushed myself as much as I could, but enjoyed it.
You sound like someone who was ready for MasterChef SA. Like you've been planning like for the last couple of years when I went at Tinashe. Like that's incredible, firstly. But I feel like you also have very ambitious plans afterwards because I heard something about a chili farm. Talk to me about that.
Okay, so I have a few plans up my sleeve.
Let's get into it,
But yeah, I mean, after MasterChef, what MasterChef did for me is it gave me a second lease on life, right? I'm almost 40, so I think you get to a point where you really want to experience life in its fullest. You start really wanting to hit those milestones. So I definitely want to open some kind of a chili. Do something with chili. It might be making my own chilies first, and then growing them. But where my passion is in chicken wings. I love chicken wings, so I'm gonna watch this space.
Please invite me for tasting.
Definitely,
I'm very
definitely.
good at knowing which chicken wings are good and which ones are bad.
I love that. I actually need that. So I mean, you might even be paid to do that.
I'm there. There's even payment. Oh, that's my dream job, Tinashe.
So yeah, definitely.
Beautiful.
That's the space I want to play in.
Well, you know what, Tinashe? Like I said, you'll call on me when you need me. But what I love is that today you're going to be helping us out with a little bit of a dish to celebrate a very special day.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. And this is why you got to stick around, Feel Good Breakfast Show family. Why? Tinashe is going to be cooking up something that is going to be very interesting, and it's also going to be very, very easy. Do not go anywhere. We need to find out, though, what exactly it is that MasterChef SA has cooking for us, because you got to make sure you actually stick around to watch it on S3.
Next time on MasterChef South Africa.
Please welcome Chef Vusi Ndlovu.
Today's challenge is a spicy one.
So do you not think you're being quite safe now?
What the hell? My tomatoes are burning.
Are you doing too much?
It might bite me in the end.
This is literally like Africa on a plate.
MasterChef South Africa every Saturday at 8:30 on S3.
Oh, yes, the drama. And of course, Tinashe is going to come through as it is World Vegan Day. And we asked you a question this morning, of course, and wanted you to come through with some comments on if whether you are not including some more of these meat-free meals in your day. So are you including it, and how can you add a little bit more plant power to your meals? Lots of comments coming through, which gets me excited, and I love the fact that y'all have done the thing. So let's see who's up first. We got Nosintu, who says, now it's summer, it's easy to have even 2 to 3 meat-free days. We eat umvubo. Not too sure exactly what that means, but I'll find out soon and let you all know. But thank you so much for coming through. We've got Jeremy Kaname also says, good morning, Expresso. I will indulge in a variety of salads. Nice. Doing your part there. I absolutely love it, Jeremy. Nicely done. And then Miriam Guni says, good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Welcome to November. I know it's crazy that it's actually even here. Tomorrow, it's my birthday. Oh, well, happy birthday for tomorrow, Mary. I think on Saturday, it's a free meat day because we usually have mas, and uputu. All right, okay, I got you. So you're definitely coming through with some great options here, Mzansi. I'm loving it. And again, happy birthday for you all celebrating tomorrow. I think there's some incredible ways that we can really get some meat-free options and additives to our meals and still keep it inspiring. So come through, keep the comments going. And we're going to inspire you with Tinashe, who comes through with a beautiful meal today. That's going to be absolutely perfect. Looks like someone's gotten changed and hyped up for some incredible action. But what exactly is going on over there, G-Man? Why are you looking like that?
Buddy, look at that. Look at that emblem, Ryle, okay? You walk around in a Spurs shirt and it's like you've arrived to work with your underpants on the outside or something. Everyone's just giving you weird looks, man. Yes, display your colors proudly. Why? Because Absa have formed the coolest partnership on the planet. They are working with the English Premier League and bringing us right to the action, or maybe the action right to us. Cannot wait to find out just a little bit more. I think probably the most exciting football league in the world, and we know the fan base that they have here in South Africa. And then, of course, we're going meat-free while doing our part to explore the joys of veggies and fresh salads, and we are making what sounds like the most exquisite seared summer salad with an avocado sauce or dressing. We'll ask in just a moment, but you can start warming up those kitchen fingers. We'll get going after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's the English Premier League weekend. Oh, and we are here for that. Obviously, most of us are super fans in some way or another for all our various reasons. I think everyone knows as soon as the game comes on, we are glued to that TV. We absolutely love it, but maybe a little too much.
Maybe, and I'm actually quite upset that I forgot my Liverpool top at home. Yes, I'm sorry, Reds.
Do you support Liverpool?
Come on, man. Well, listen, it gets even more exciting because ABSA has just announced something huge. Now listen to this. They are the official banking partner of the English Premier League. And the question you might be asking is why? Well, because it's all about football stories, tapping into the deep love that fans have for football and their teams. And I know it's not just us that are loving this right now, right?
Dude, Zanele, I've got to ask you, and you can be completely biased right now, okay? I mean, what have you got there, first of all? Who do you support when you're not wearing your sports anchor hat, when you're actually allowed to be completely biased? She says with a deep breath.
For me, gents, I am a very big supporter of Chelsea. I will not lie.
Wow.
That is where my heart lies. Why are you guys so shocked? Why are you so shocked?
I didn't call that actually.
Well, it was more disappointment than shock, I think, was the term. I'm joking. I'm joking, my friend. I'm absolutely joking. Girl, you have got some prized possessions in front of you right now.
Thank you. Yes, I do, 100%. I mean, guys, these are incredible memorabilia is what I would call them, and shirts that have been signed by some of the greats. It's so beautiful. I want to take all of them home, actually, because I think that they just, it's a lot of money here that's in front of me, actually, I would think.
Well, the funny thing is...
However, yes.
I was going to say, to the right person, actually priceless. No amount of money.
100%.
There is something truly special about that. Who says they're not for you, girl?
I mean, please, who do I have to talk to? Who do I have to talk to? I'm here. I'm definitely here for it. And honestly, guys, I love what ABSA is doing, and I think it's so beautiful. I mean, all in the name of just supporting their super fans and allowing them to be a part of something as big as this. I think it's so amazing, genuinely and truly. I can say that much.
Absolutely brilliant. And I think the fans know as well, because we marvel at the relationship that the English Premier League has with South Africa. But they understand that there are probably more Liverpool supporters here than there might be in Liverpool.
That's very true.
I don't know about Spurs if that works out. But the bottom line is the players understand that it's a global game. The English Premier Leagues, like some of the Premier Leagues out there, it really does sit at the top of that tier. So ABSA recognizing that connection, that emotional impact, we are here for that. We are super fans. So
100%.
as part of the campaign, ABSA are going to be running a competition on Instagram, yes, where fans can stand a chance to win one of 6 of these beautifully signed and authenticated jerseys.
This is absolutely incredible, and this
Yes, indeed. I like I said, I wish I could win them. And I mean, just like Graham just told you, Expresso family, it is incredible. It could be one of 6 that could be coming to you. And it's so beautiful. However, you, my friend, need to make sure that you are a part of it. And this will run every Friday for the rest of the year. And we have some of these shirts, of course, that could be yours. And you can have a little bit of you can just have a squiz at them. You know what I'm saying? And maybe send out some good vibes that they come home with you. But guys, I genuinely feel like, can we also maybe get in on the competition, perhaps?
I'm definitely doing it. I'm not telling anybody, but I definitely am taking a part in this one for sure.
I mean, we need to do a road show, I think, with the jerseys, just to show them around.
That sounds good. I like that.
And we'll make sure that they're very well looked after. Absolutely beautiful. Zanele, please, we'll be waiting for the courier to be dropping off our little present.
I'm thinking about the signatures on some of those T-shirts.
All right.
The wheels are turning now.
I'm going to try my
this is
best.
actually going to happen.
But for me as a kid, bro, there's some of my absolute heroes that are still playing for Liverpool right now that I'm watching that I would love to have a signature from. I'm thinking of Mohamed Salah, Cody Gakpo that just had an absolute bang in the Carabao Cup now. These are some of my heroes playing in their team, and I'm like, yo, really? That could be ours? That's insane.
Because there is a thing about having that jersey, and it's got to be framed. And,
you can't wear that.
Even if you don't drink, you've got to have a bar that it's up above. So
build a bar just for it.
Exactly. Build a bar around it. Yeah, your wife might call it a shrine, okay, but that's okay. It's all right. And of course, I think at this time of the year, things get exciting. I can't wait to head over to the UK when there is this buzz. You get Christmas and you get English football. And it just seems to be something in the the air at the moment. Absolutely love it. Albeit my team not having the greatest year so
It hasn't
far.
been that great, man, but I must say that it's definitely getting exciting after seeing Van Nistelrooy join United. It seems like they're going to have quite an impressive sort of resurge in the league. But at the top two, my team Liverpool going up against Man City in terms of top of the log is only like 1 point in it. So every single game, especially this weekend, there's so much at stake because it's literally neck and neck deciding who's going to take this league.
Well, you know, when Man City are playing, it's going to be won or lost by literally one or two fixtures not going the right way. And we've seen Liverpool falter in that sense where it's been in your hands.
That's how much
man.
it is. That's how close it is.
Wherever your allegiances lie, we understand how much we've got invested in this game. And there is something absolutely beautiful about the South African connection to the English Premier League. I'm here for that. So if you like it as much as we like it and you want to get your hands on one of these incredible signed shirts, head over to ABSA's Instagram page under the hashtag Football Friday and ask them why they don't have a Spurs shirt. No, you don't have to do that. For details on how to win, you can go there and ask all the questions. That competition starts today and we're going to get a lot of entries. So the T's and C's apply and are important.
A whole season ahead, a myriad of possibilities.
ABSA, official banking partner of the Premier League.
Oh man, I love how ABSA is all about the winning, baby, because they want you to be a winner. But right now, I want us to get into the kitchen and be winning with this guy right here who has done the things that need to be done on MasterChef. And today we're getting into celebrating World Vegan Day. And that's why Nash, aka Tinashe, is teaching us all about how we can make a vegan seared summer salad. One that I know is going to be actually something that I'm going to enjoy because I love anything that has a little bit of an avocado sauce, right? But also reminds us of how we can enjoy things without meat. So Nash, let's jump right into it.
Ooh.
Because for me, I am so excited to have some of this and I need to know how to make it because I am all about not eating a lot of meat, right? I a lot of the time take out, I think like 4 or 5 days where I don't eat meat and then I'll eat meat for like 2 or 3 days in the week. Where do you stand on this?
Yeah, so I love meat, I won't lie to you.
Yes.
I think we also grow up in a culture, culturally we eat a lot of meats in general. You know? So I think what happened for me primarily was at some stage you start realizing that this constant eating of meat is not sustainable, one, and it's not good for you, you know what I mean? At some point, you need to also start falling in love with your vegetables as well. And that's where it started for me. I got to a point where I wanted to try and eat the food that I enjoy. And so how do I get vegetables to the point that I can start enjoying them? Because I traditionally didn't. And so that's where the exploration started. And what I know for real, what I know for certain, is that a good sauce can make a lot of things taste really amazing. So today I'm preparing just some roasted vegetables, pan-seared vegetables, with a bit of garlic, a bit of ginger. We're going to add a little bit of coriander.
I can already smell that.
Oh yeah, just add a little bit of coriander.
I love
to
coriander.
That, just to give it a bit of an herbaceous flavor to it. And so the essence of this dish is we start off with our root vegetables. Our vegetables, get those seared. We're going to end off with a bit of a rocket salad that we're going to mix all together. And then we've also pickled some onions. Just to add layers and dimensions to the flavor profile. And then what we're going to do now is just add a few chickpeas into this.
I love chickpeas. Do you know what? You're naming all the things I love. I'm obsessed with this, and I cannot wait to have a taste of it. But I want to know as well, just in terms of you and now being back in the kitchen, talk to us about, you know, this journey. How are you feeling? Because when you left, wasn't it like vegan week and now you're back again in terms of, you know, creating a vegan dish for us?
So we had the pleasure of cooking Chef Moses Malloy's Enchanted Forest mushroom dish. And I promise you, that man is a culinary genius. So what he managed to do was create this mushroom-inspired dish that we had to recreate in the kitchen. And then I got eliminated because, to be honest, I didn't follow my own rule, which is sticking to time, focusing on getting things on the plate. I kind of lost myself in the experience. But a powerful learning lesson. I learned so much already about mushrooms. I had the opportunity to go to his restaurant. And yeah, I just learned a lot. And,
That's
pure
beautiful. As long as we're always learning something, I think that that's the most important thing, right? But
Yeah.
now I want to talk about what inspired this specific dish, because you could have made any vegetable dish, anything that, you know, incorporates non-meat products.
Yeah.
What is it that made you decide on this dish?
Marrows.
Okay.
I have a phobia of marrows,
Okay.
right? I've never enjoyed them because I think they've always been overcooked.
Yeah.
Soggy. And yeah, I think what happened was at some point I really wanted to see how I could elevate or get the marrows to taste the way I think they should. And so I started just experimenting with different things. And I found that in trying to eat lighter,
yes.
I mean, as you can see, this unique physique doesn't come
Honey,
naturally.
you are
have
the
to work
Ken
on it.
doll of South Africa. Do you know what I mean? Like, you are the standard, in fact.
So
Yes.
how do you start changing that by incorporating all these things? And that's what I mean. I didn't like marrows. And, you know, actually as a vegetable, even raw, marrows are very healthy, they're very crunchy,
yes.
and they're very tasty. So just by wilting them down a bit, getting them to a nice warm through consistency,
yes.
you can toss that into your salad.
Nice.
And that's how you end up with your salad. But most importantly,
the
is the
avo.
avo sauce.
Okay, I'm excited for us to taste that avo sauce, because I can see the avo sauce is like at the bottom,
Yeah,
correct?
correct.
Okay, I want to jump into this beautiful dish. Are we going to taste together?
Yeah,
Dash?
I think so. Let me
Okay.
help you with that.
Oh, really? Please, thank you. I was about to, like, you know, I was going to go through
so-
the most.
Let's get a bit of everything.
Okay.
To the side. Right there.
All right, perfect. We can share from
Yeah,
this
I
one.
think we can.
Yeah, 100%.
And then just
Just adding a little bit more
So that-
avo
just
sauce.
so that it,
And what
you know-
goes into the avo sauce, if I may ask?
So the avo sauce is made up of avo. It's got some olive oil. It's got some coriander, garlic, ginger, chili. And you blitz that all together. And you know what? Mother Nature does what it does.
Yes.
All natural flavors. Tastes amazing.
Okay.
Make sure you get some of that sauce.
I will. I have to. I love me some avo. So with all of these delicious things you've just named, okay, here we go. Moment of truth. That is good.
All right.
I love it, and I can taste the coriander, but it's coming together nicely with everything
A
else.
little bit of chili.
Oh, so you about to mention?
Yeah.
I think I'm a master chef.
I think you are.
I am.
You
I
literally
am.
made the dish.
And that's why
Actually.
you need to make sure that you watch MasterChef on S3, my friend, because this is exactly the kind of vibes that you're going to get. And one thing I also know is that we always love it when we're able to see this different competition element play out with the food as well, with the same you and I Expresso family. So don't forget, MasterChef, only on S3. And right about now, we're going to take a short break. I'm going to jump back into this
Let's do it.
because it's so good. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Nash. Yes.
Thank you for enjoying it.
Feel the spring in your step without letting allergies hold you back.
That's right, Ewan. With Sit to Sit and Expresso's allergy competition, you can breeze through the season and stand a chance to win 2,000 Rand every week.
And it really is so simple. All you have to do is answer the weekly questions on Expresso's Facebook, X, and Instagram pages. And remember to include the hashtag SetiSit in your answer. It really is that easy. Remember, T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show opening up right here on S3 to all the good stuff. And not just your Feel Good Breakfast Show, but some other cool shows that we're involved in, like My Design Rules. Yes, it's the thrilling new show on S3 where creativity meets competition. And we have 4 dynamic design duos who are diving into the challenges of transforming 4 fabulous apartments in a century-old Sea Point building with industry experts like Bal Bellingham and Lasejo Moehi, as well as keeping a close eye on their every move. Now, listen, these teams are absolutely racing against the clock, and that's for a chance to win 300,000 Rand. And there's more, because viewers, that's you at home, get to vote for your favorite team, and that's giving them an extra 100,000 Rand, which is up for grabs. So today we're going to be very excited. We're going to introduce you to the amazing Sipe and Bapilele, aka Team Earth. So before we talk to them, let's check out what makes these two teams, or well, these two duos, so special.
You know how we be? Break down walls.
Bapilele and I are interior designers, and we are the co-founders of Masana Interior Architects.
Family is everything to us. Everything that we aspire to do, how we move, how we carry ourselves.
I feel like we were raised with a lot of love. We might not had a lot of things, but like the love, the house was very warm, full of laughter. And that's why, like, in everything that we do, we have to do it out of love.
If now they are at their age, they are doing this, in future, they'll give bread to other people.
Winning My Design Rules will definitely help us finish up the project that we're building for the parents.
Having that extra amount of money will push us to do further than what we're planning to do right now.
I'm really proud of you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcoming back Sipe and Bapilele. Yeah. What's happening, brothers? How are we doing?
I'm good in yourself, man.
Lots of late nights as we're working on those apartments, yeah?
Bro.
For me, it's like the grouting. You just like dream of like grouting.
I can't imagine. I still picture when you guys are done and we call you out of the houses to deliberate and do the final judging. It's just like grout everywhere, oaks are dirty, but somehow you show up in a full suit ready for the occasion. I gotta say though, I didn't realize that there was this added pressure.
Yeah.
You're representing not only yourselves, but also moms, and see how important this is to you. So there's a lot riding on this. So you're still willing to take risks. And like we saw last Sunday, let's talk about that graffiti in the bathroom challenge, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, big risks.
You take that. Take that, please.
So, you know, we went to like, what you call this? Like a gallery, like, you know, and this guys did it so amazingly. And we were so inspired about it, but it was like really last minute. And, you know, the guy pulled up with the wrong colors, and I was just like, bro, but I wanted to see it through, you know, because I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna see it through, you know. So I'm watching this guy do his thing, and I'm just like, okay, cool. You know?
And obviously the clock's ticking while he's doing this, right? Time's running out to finish the bathroom challenge.
Yeah, because the thing is, you know, for me, it's like there's always magic in the process that can happen. So I wanted to see it through, you know. I convinced my brother. I was like, hey, yo, bro, let's try it out, man.
This is gonna be the turning point for us. Yeah. And then Well, listen, I love that though, because you're willing to take risks, and that's what we're asking for in the show. We're asking you to do something crazy. Sometimes the crazy doesn't work out, but you had a great solution to it. Well played. I want to dive into more of the confidence here, because you guys dress so great. You really are showing off your style, showing that charisma. It's coming through in your design as well. And you've been quoted on the show, CB, by saying, everything you touch turns to gold.
Yeah.
All right? So,
not with the powder room.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're clearly not going to say that you touched the mural there. That wasn't your touch.
You see, he's coming for me.
Hey, man.
Whose side is he on?
Bro, with the mural. And I'm like, bro, are you sure about this? Like, yeah, we doing it for sure. And I'm like, okay, cool, nah. It's cool, man. It's calm. Like, let's do it.
Yeah, but you know, I really think, like, you know, we have like this different finesse, you know, and also it's not just confidence. I feel like we're really having fun.
Yeah.
We just want to push ourselves, like, and also, like, you know, you're given a blank canvas, and, like, you know, there are limits there and there, but you have to break the barriers. When you know the rules, you can break the barriers.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
But listen, Powder room challenge is done, right?
Yeah.
And that means we're moving on. We've got a bedroom and an ensuite to talk about.
Yeah.
So you didn't do too well in that first challenge. You think
Yeah.
that you will have any idea of redemption for this? And speaking of redemption, a reminder to Mzansi out there, you are representing Team Earth, right?
Yeah.
So I want to know, with opportunity at redemption with both the bedroom and the ensuite bathroom now, that's being the next challenge that's coming up. How do you think you're going to be able to implement your style? How do you think you're going to be able to rise up above what's just happened in the the beauty room challenge? Yeah.
Hey man, just to speak on that, we have a couple of tricks up our sleeves. We're playing well with the theme that we got. The color schemes, the palettes, the textures, the materials that we've chosen. The furniture pieces that we got, like really, nice pockets of like, cool stuff. But we're leaving that for the next episode. I can't say too much.
Yeah.
But we're coming.
Oh, it's gonna be good indeed. Now I gotta say, materialize this, manifest this. If you were to win this competition, what exactly is it gonna mean to you?
It'll be literally like, a crowning type of situation. I feel like we have great mentors, communities looking at us, and like the trick is like you inspired, and then you have to inspire other people. So I really I'm doing this for any other person that is daring to be great, and myself, for the younger version of me, that had doubt, just had not seeing it through yet, So I'm doing that for him, the young child in me, and also I'm a God-fearing man, so
I love it, man, and absolutely backing all of you. I know it's going to get very intense, but you got this, guys. Wish you nothing but good luck. And a reminder to you, Mzansi, you can catch My Design Rules every Sunday, 7 p.m. on S3, with repeats on Thursdays at 2 p.m. and Sundays at 1 p.m. So do not miss out on all this action, because, it's just getting better and better.
Yeah.
This Sunday evening at 7 on My Design Rules. There's no time to rest as the duos tackle their en-suite bedrooms.
Looking at the other contestants, the pressure is on everyone's shoulders.
Everything seems to be taking so long.
Opulence doesn't look like this, but this is the process to opulence. It's either we do this the easy way or the hard way.
My Design Rules. Sunday evenings at 7 on S3, repeats Thursdays at 2 and Sundays at 1 p.m.
Thank you so much. That's the MDR plugin. Let's get our news plugin right now. It's just gone the top of the hour. Let's start here in South Africa, where South African residents can now apply for UK visas at VFS Global Centres across the country. So VFS Global has now been awarded the contract to provide UK visa services in 142 countries. South African travellers can now book appointments to submit visa applications at visa application centres in Cape Town, Durban, Johannesburg, Port Elizabeth and Pretoria. This announcement comes just ahead, of course, of the peak travel season as both countries prepare for Christmas and festive season. Commerce and travel across the globe. So great news. Now, keeping it in South Africa, Police Minister Senzo Mchunu has urged courts to be more vigilant in cases involving minors or vulnerable victims. This follows an incident where a man accused of sexually abusing a child was released on bail in January, only to allegedly abuse the same child again less than a month later. Now, the case was provisionally dropped in September after the prosecutor requested the victim undergo psychological observation. Mchunu expressed concern about releasing suspected habitual criminals, and his spokesperson, Kamogelo Mogotsi, confirmed that discussions were now underway with the Minister of Justice. Now, returning to a heartbreaking story on the international front, now at least 158 people have lost their lives in Spain's worst flooding disaster in generations as rescuers now search for survivors. Over 1,200 workers, aided by drones, were deployed to the rescue mission as rains continue to threaten parts of the country. You can see from the visuals just how widespread. Meanwhile, Taiwan's east coast is facing the strongest storm they've experienced in nearly 30 years. Thousands were evacuated as a result. Schools, universities, businesses closed as well. Super typhoon Kong Ray, stretching 500 kilometers, is producing storm force winds of up to 200 kilometers per hour. Taiwan has already experienced 2 strong typhoons this year. Now, with a health connection, Mpox cases are spreading rapidly across the continent here in Africa, with a reported increase of over 500% from last year. That according to the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So the World Health Organization declared Mpox a global health emergency in mid-August. That was after a new strain began spreading from the Democratic Republic of Congo to neighboring countries. 19 African countries have now reported more than 48,000 suspected Mpox cases, including 1,048 deaths this year alone. So the new strain, known as Clade IB, has also been detected in Europe now, including Sweden, Germany and Britain. Now we round off with this one. During this year's National Day celebrations, tech took center stage across China, and nothing wowed audiences quite like the breathtaking drone display over Shenzhen. And this has never been seen before. In fact, a massive fleet of 10,200 drones, just look at that, lighting up the night sky, creating cyber firework, a spectacle that earned drone light show company Demoda 2 Guinness World Records. The most drones airborne simultaneously from a single outdoor computer, and then the largest aerial image formed by drones. Wow, look at that. 2 official Guinness adjudicators and 2 expert witnesses confirming these record-breaking feats. Demoda has also earned global recognition, showcasing China's tech prowess at international events like the Dubai Expo. Demoda now aims to make light shows even more spectacular with even more drones, if you can believe it. Where is the world right now? Maybe we need to just chill out, calm down, and talk sports. That's only going to get the blood pumping. Let's get the latest on the sports news front.
Yeah, we got you covered. Thank you so much, G-Man. And let's celebrate this first edition as we dive into the world of sport. The Proteas powered to a historic innings and 273-run victory over Bangladesh in Chattogram, wrapping up the series with a clean 2-0 sweep. Now posting a massive 575 runs for 6 wickets with maiden test centuries from Tony de Zorzi as well as Tristan Stubbs and Vian Mulder, the Proteas absolutely dominated. Now spinners finished the job on day 3, dismissing Bangladesh for 159 and 143, marking the Proteas' biggest ever innings win. Well, from cricket, we move to rugby, and New Zealand coach Scott Robertson has called back several senior players for Saturday's clash with England at Twickenham, making significant changes from last week's lineup against Japan. Now, only 4 players from the 64-19 win in Yokohama remain in the starting 15, with Wallace Sititi shifting from number 8 to blindside flanker. Now, Captain Scott Barrett returns to start at lock, moving Patrick Tiapoluta, who captained the Japan match, to the bench. Well, interesting news when it comes to the world of tennis, and world number 2 Carlos Alcaraz was stunned at the Paris Masters, failing in the 3rd round to France's Hugo Humbert, who ranked 18th. Now, Humbert secured a 6-1, 3-6, 7-5 victory, his first win over Alcaraz after 2 earlier losses this year. Now, he now advances to face Australia's Jordan Thompson for a spot in the semi-finals. Now, lastly, from the world of MotoGP, leading MotoGP riders have called for the season finale on the 16th to the 19th of November to move out of Valencia due to catastrophic flooding in the region that has claimed more than 150 lives and counting. Now, championship leader Jorge Martin and rival Francesco Bagnaia agree that racing would feel ethically wrong. Now, Marc Marquez added that priority should be aiding recovery efforts. While the circuit Ricardo Torme remains undamaged, logistical challenges could complicate hosting fans. Well, that's all we have for you in the world of sport. We'll do it all again in an hour, but for many of you heading out on the roads right now, let's see how we can serve you when it comes to the world of traffic. And here's G-Man with the latest.
Thank you so much, my friend. Of course, heading out to the roads for our final day of work. Let's get the latest on the traffic front before we send you out to hopefully get to work with very few additions. So we're going to start in Cato Ridge in KZN. There is an overturned truck west of the N3 with delays expected towards Cato Ridge. Please avoid those affected areas. You know it's going to be backed up. Then we bring you down to the mother city, to Monowabisi, in fact. Motorists are advised to please exercise caution caution on Baden-Powell Drive, and that is due to the sand that you can see on screen right now at Monwabasi. Make use of an alternate route, or if you have to use that, please drive very carefully. And then staying in the mother city in Cape Town proper, back-to-back traffic being experienced north of the R300. That's before Van Riebeek Road. Delays are expected, so please, if you can find a back route, today is the day to use it, and most importantly, buckle up and stay safe out there. Let's get into the weather. Well, we never like to start with weather warnings at the foot of the weekend, but please, I need you to listen up right now. The Meiringspoort Pass, that's near Oudtshoorn in the Little Karoo, has reopened to traffic. That was after heavy rains caused flooding in the area. The road which connects Oudtshoorn with Beaufort West in the Central Karoo was closed on Monday when a nearby river overflowed its banks, and the municipality thankfully says traffic officers and municipal workers have been deployed and clearly doing their job. The pass has also reopened to traffic as of all roads in Oudtshoorn that were closed due to that flooding. Motorists are being asked to drive very carefully, though. I'm sure the area is still affected. Well, we've seen the darker half. Let's see the brighter side. We love our sunrise photos, and we've had some gorgeous entries this week. Look at that. Following boot. Well done to Vina from Aikenhof. Thank you so much for inspiring us this morning, and you can do the same. Share your morning views with us. 0634088863. Drop us a young WhatsApp. We'd love to see how you start your day. Well, let's cast a wider gaze now and see how all of us are going to be starting our day temperature-wise and what's in store ahead of the weekend.
Is almost hitting the 40 mark there, 39 degrees, so it looks like it's going to be a stellar start to the weekend, and I think it's something that's going to remind you to maybe change your clothing and get ready for the warm weather. And speaking of, moments ago, Zanele asked you to help her choose which blouse would complete her Showtime look, and we had two options. We had the striped day to night ensemble, or we had the relaxed yet sophisticated look. Now, you guys have come through and really done the most. I've got the socials up here right now. So this is the question we answered. I'm going to check out the comments right now, and let's go through some of them. We've got Esme Henry says, good morning, definitely the pink striped shirt. It's absolutely stunning. We've got Portia Mapundi who says, number one, it will suit her best and match the trouser. We've got Kekane, who says, it's number two for me to continue the natural tone of the belt and the cream pants. I'm loving the insightful comments here, guys. Thank you. We've got Teresa who says, good morning, Expresso team. Number two would definitely be the Friday winner. And yeah, there's been some incredible comments coming through. Linda Tolo, Deirdre Heron, Lunga, shout out to everybody. Arlene Stevens, all coming through. Even Klaus Sateke Morudu. So it looks like Mzansi is definitely unanimous with this one. It looks like our winner is option number two. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
Zanele, you look amazing. How do you feel?
Thank you, my Ryle. I feel incredible. And honestly and truly, I just feel like, you know what, especially going with the pants, this shirt was the right option. And also, you know, going into the weekend, I kind of feel so rich, Ryle. Don't I look like I own land?
You look like you have a big bag of money waiting for you somewhere, but I love the fact that that thing is just like giving Friday flow feels, flowing into the weekend.
Yeah. Right, and I also, for me, just really love the print. I feel like the colors come together so nicely. I'm also a very big fan of, at the moment, of browns and beiges. So now they're both here on the shirt. I'm winning, Rao. I am a winner. I'm a modler, actually.
It's not just bringing out your personality, but your beautiful eyes too. That brown color, the nude, it's a win.
Stop. Stop it. I love you, Ra. I already love you, okay? You don't have to tell me stuff for me to love you more, okay?
I'm going to remember that. I'm going to remind everybody else about that. So listen, a reminder to you, Mzansi, that we want to say thank you because look at what you've done. You put a massive smile on Zanele's face, choosing a pure winner. I mean, look at her just glowing out there in Joburg, and that's thanks to you. So a reminder, obviously, it is Woolies November deals, yes, and that means W Rewards members get 30% off selected fashion, including girls' dresses, women's blouses and shirts, and men's shorts until the 3rd of November 2024. And if you want to be radiating like Zanele is right now, and she's actually just showing off, to be very honest with you, but this deal is available in store, online, and of course on the Woolies app. So remember that your T's and C's do apply, and it can be found on woolworths.co.za. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She looks amazing.
Well, speaking of multitasking, are they models? Are they chefs in the kitchen? Are they aficionados? Or they might just be designers, superstar designers headed to the stars. Sipe and Papalele are here to take us down memory lane. So in just a moment, I want you to think about this now, because I know you're all about the love of mama and you're all about those nostalgic moments. I want you to think about your favorites. Custard moments, okay? And if one hasn't come to mind, we'll create one after that. Check, your mom's phoning you right now to tell you about one of those custard moments. She might be telling him that it's also the opportunity to get into a good, healthy morning routine. So even his phone is saying, come guy, you got to stop, you got to pause, you got to enjoy the moment. So we're going to get into that morning routine in just a moment. Maybe some of this will be left by the time you get back. Maybe just a little bit. One mouthful.
Handy Heroes, powered by Plascon. We've got this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Custard brings so many warm memories to mind. It does make us a little bit nostalgic. It's one of those kind of foods, from family gatherings to quiet moments of indulgence to getting home late at night, finding the carton in the fridge and trying to get that last little dollop out. Well, we are showcasing our favorite custard-inspired desserts and sharing what makes it so special. And Sipe and Papalele, aka Team Earth from My Design Rules, are here. I'm glad that they gave you the name Team Earth to keep you grounded.
I know, right?
Because you guys seem very future-orientated. I get a sense every time you put on an item of clothing, your suits for the... I know Raul was giving you a stick about that. Like, where do you even keep the suits on a building site?
Bro,
literally, if we turn around, you turn back, you're in a suit, a three-piece. I'm like, I'm here. But, buddy, we are going to take, guys, a trip down memory lane. So we've got kind of custard being used in a few different ways, quite traditional in the South African sense. But is there something from your kind of childhood, your memory bank that jumps out?
I mean, it's just, you know, the basics. Just you know, jelly and custard, basically.
Yeah,
that's
me,
it.
it's like getting home and stealing it, you know, and the fridge, just making sure that mom doesn't hear me close that fridge and like gouging it, and then like, you know, and you like, this thing is kind of empty now. You just put
to
it
get
there.
the talents out. Because nothing gets left behind. No, for me, it was always the next day when my mother then realized that I'd finished the whole thing and then put it back in the fridge, thinking that no one would even notice or know. So we're going to have a little taste test here. Okay, so we've got some beautiful banana bread. I was up all night baking this just for you guys.
Do you trust it, bro?
I knew the superstars were coming. Don't trust it at all. No, it's absolutely delicious. So we're going to have a little taste right here. So I'm going to pass this down to you.
Yeah.
And you can tell me what you think, and I'm going to have a little taste myself. There we go. You can get yourself one of those.
Thank you.
I think with custard, because it's such a great sounding board for other flavors, you know, you can pretty much have it with anything. I like the notion of a banana bread kind of flavor profile with it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Did you really make this banana bread, bro?
What do you think?
I don't think so too.
I might surprise you, man. I might surprise you.
Okay.
What I like about the vanilla hint here, you got the clover vanilla custard, rich, creamy option. So from a mouthfeel, absolutely beautiful. Adds the perfect touch of sweetness. It's not too kind of over the top. I think this works. I think this is beautifully balanced, hey? Very nice.
I think so too.
Well, the fact that we've all gone in for like a third or a fourth.
Oh, yeah.
Right, it's good. Okay, you can go over there. I don't know how we're going to eat that, guy. We're just going to pour that into our mouth now. Okay, so here, actually, should we break it up a little bit? Because we've had kind of bready pudding. So let's go for the berry mix, shall we? There we go. We've got a beautiful jelly and berry mix. Look at you collaborating, eh? Have you guys found a new gear in your... That is yours, yes.
I think so, yes.
There's you can use these little spoons if you want. I'm going to take that little spoon.
This looks amazing.
It looks really, really good. I wanted to ask, have you guys found a new gear with your ability to kind of collaborate with one another? Because obviously you've got an advantage because you know each other. You literally share the same DNA.
And we shared the same room growing up.
Ah, you see. When you were growing up, who put up the posters? Who designed the room?
Definitely him. It was older, for sure. So he kind of had like a
bully here.
Really?
For sure.
Yeah, but it worked.
I get that about you, eh?
Oh, come on. It worked. Look at him now. He's a strong man, you know? Look at, come on.
He doesn't have a choice, man. He doesn't have a choice. Oh, I like this. This is giving me trifle vibes. This is giving me like Sunday after church vibes, someone's birthday vibes. Hey? Don't laugh. I can't cook and I don't go to church now, is what you're saying. Dude. Come on, man.
I'm not saying none of that.
Do you know, bro, like, for a longest time, dessert was like right after Christmas only. And then I grew up, and then people were eating dessert like in restaurants. Like, and I was like, is this a thing?
On
like,
a Thursday?
I thought this was for Christmas.
For Christmas. I love that. What do you think? It's still not too much, eh?
I don't have a sweet tooth, but you know, I'm just taking it easy on. You know.
I didn't have breakfast, so I'm in the breakfast show.
This is why it's so feel good, because you start with a breakfast like that.
Exactly.
I like it, and it's not too over the top. All right, our final taste test is coming in just a moment, and it's the famous Malva pudding. So we asked you guys at home, how do you enjoy your custard? And whether it's with a slice of Malva pudding that we're going to try right now, a spoonful over some fresh fruit and a bit of jelly, a nice nostalgic classic. We wanted to see some of your favorite ways to enjoy this creamy delight. And Embody is saying, I enjoy with chocolate cake or muffins. That is sneaky. I love it when you take a muffin and you turn it into like a dessert or a cake or something else. Still just a muffin, man, but it's great. Katie Borne saying, good morning, Expresso Show. I enjoy mine the good old way with jelly and peaches. Ooh, a bit of tinned fruits.
Yeah.
Come on, that's a Sunday meal. That's it, for some of us, it's the only thing we're eating on a Sunday. Okay, we're going to try the Malva pudding version now. Okay, this is going to push your sweet tooth boat like right out of harbour.
Yeah.
But you got this, dude. You got this.
Yeah, one more scoop to go.
We can do it. Hey, just think of it like a reality show. Just a reality show where you've just got to do it, man. You just got to do whatever it needs to be. Get done. That's not too bad because it's not overdone with the syrup.
Yeah, it's not too
but again, the custard kind of balances things out nicely.
okay.
Hey? Like the
It's
two of
sweet,
you.
though.
It is.
This is quite sweet.
Quite sweet.
Yeah.
See, we're dealing with two grown-up men here. So is there an umami version of this that we can try? Out of the three, what's your favorite?
Right now, I don't know. I think this
definitely go
is I think this is my favorite.
Really?
I think I'm also leaning towards that.
Because it's not
got
dry.
the color, it's not too, the mouthfeel is
Yeah,
great.
and the fruits, just like, you know.
Hey, you like it?
Yeah,
Check,
this
man.
one is my favorite.
See, these oaks have been on reality TV too long. They now understand the game. No, they both got the brief. No, clearly you guys did get the brief. You're doing so well. I get a very privileged inside view of this amazing production, and it's crazy to see what goes on behind the scenes. I feel your pain, boys. I feel your pain.
The long
You can catch them
nights.
on My Design Rules. We'll keep all of the details up on our socials, but there are so many cool stories unfolding there, and they are creating a future home for someone else to possibly sit in and enjoy their own nostalgic moments. It is magical. So here's to sharing sweet memories and creating some magical new ones around the table with every creamy spoonful. I'm going to have another.
Of course.
I'm diving in.
This is killer, man. I didn't have breakfast anyway.
Nice.
What's new from Clover? This festive season, indulge in the new creamy and smooth Clover custard. Transform your ordinary desserts to extra delicious moments for you and your family. Try it, you'll love it. Clover, made with love.
I think with the boys being out here this morning, everybody's inspired to do the most. They're bringing out our creative side. And I think you can do the exact same thing. And here's a reminder, you can get ready to roll up your sleeves for another episode of Handy Heroes. The experts from Bolded Plus in Strand are back with some top DIY tips and painting hacks. And I think this is going to make tackling your next project an absolute breeze. You might even be as good as the boys. Check it out.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy hero comes from Build It Plus in Strand, Cape Town.
Build It Plus Strand has been there for quite a few years and obviously undergoing a full-on revamp as we speak with a new ownership and obviously myself running the store, putting it to another level. First thing that makes me proud about the store is our staff, our spirit in the store. The spirit has changed over the last couple of months from where it used to be to where it's now, and the offering that we're going to have going forward for our customers. And our customers, it differs between quite a vast variety of the contractors, our DIY customers, and then obviously our daily customer that actually makes a living out of being a handyman or just someone that renovates.
When it comes to Plascon, they're so well known and the products are so easy to use. So when I offer the customer the type of coloring or the perfect interior or exterior paints, they definitely come with a great feedback and they will always praise me for the good paint that I've given them. I'll definitely choose Plascon Micatex Fine Textured Matte. It's all weather protection and it's definitely perfect for exterior conditions.
My DIY tip is mixing your paint well. Do not use the broomstick. Rather use the flat surface to mix your paint well.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
I love
yes,
it.
man.
Look at us laughing like we've just finished a massive DIY project and now we're sitting back and just enjoying it. No, honestly, thank you to all those that really do help us to such a degree when we as the non-professionals tackle these big jobs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So good to have you in our corner.
Absolutely, man. And with that being said, we're still going to be inspired right now, and you're also going to be inspired to stick around, Mzansi. Got a lot to look forward to. We've got the Feather Awards that you're going to be celebrating, the 16th Feather Awards.
Yep.
And then Hope Mbale is also going to be here. We're going to talk about her morning routine, how she gets all the magic going. And there's some people that are about to be doing that right now.
They must be VIPs because we haven't even had a coffee yet. Sipe and Bapalele, they have got the Braza plug-in. Yes, this is how you want to start your day at a Cafe 365. And if you add an engine anywhere, please, you've got to be nice to the barista because they make good coffee, man. So you can even ask them and then give them a hug. But ask them first.
They deserve
You'll
a
see
hug.
now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're on your Feel Good Breakfast Show indeed, right here on S3, and it's always so lovely to be with you, especially when we get to celebrate, my lovely. It is awards season, and I'm talking about the SAFTAs having happened, the SAMAs this weekend. Then on the 7th of November, baby, it is all about the Feather Awards 2024, and we cannot wait to celebrate the LGBTQIA+ community and all of the minorities that they include in the celebration, because that is what it is about. It is indeed, my friend, us finding out about who are these people who are doing things on the utmost level, who are allowing the LGBTQIA+ community to shine in a different way than what was happening the year before. And it is a celebration of indeed 100% coming together with each and every one of those incredible humans and just being happy, man. That's what I think. And more than anything else, it is highlighting those individuals that are doing the most. So everyone, please can we welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is co-founder of the Feather Awards, Tammy Dish, as well as Hot Chick of the Year nominee, Lunathi Mampofu. Hello, beautiful humans.
I see why you got hired.
Oh,
that link, girl. Contract renewal.
Hello, you beautiful humans.
Good morning.
How are you?
Happy, gay.
Yes. I love that. I love that. And I also love the fact that we're literally just days away from a highlight on the social calendar, Mzansi. Yes. Tell me, how are you feeling? Because this is years. 16 years is what you said, right?
Imagine.
Right?
16, yeah.
And how are you feeling?
The feeling is the same. Anxiety, but excited.
Yes.
I think what we've done this year is like kind of turn up a bit and turn up the love and move into a space that we've never played in. I think the last 2 years we've seen ourselves being more inclusive and having a sign language activist as the main host.
Yes.
This year, the Soul of Feathers is you know, the deaf community that we've hired who are going to be literally hosting all our guests. So I am excited. I'm excited for the experience, and I'm excited for people learning something new.
Yeah.
I'm excited that we get to do it again, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, it's 16 years. I mean, like, Jesus.
I also love, though, how intentional you are as the Feather Awards about doing things like you just said, you know, the first sign language host and everything else in between. But talk to me about this borderless existence.
Yeah.
That is the theme for 2024. What is that about?
Listen, living beyond whatever it is that you think would hold you back. So outside of the country, outside of your family, outside of your head, like mind, body, and soul. What does it look like? I think it's the expression of total freedom.
Yeah.
What does it, skydiving. Imagine yourself
Darling,
like flowing and free.
Yes.
Free to express, free to be borderless. And I think it's such a beautiful thing to experience younger queer people who are so expressive, and I think I'm generally inspired, and I'm charged by that energy, and I want to see what it's like to be borderless.
I love that. And the beautiful thing about 2024, like where we find ourselves, is the fact that there is that freedom to be able to just be yourself, right? I mean, and there's so much work to still be done.
Yeah.
But there's also great work that has been done by the likes of the Feather Awards.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
To shine a spotlight.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. But Lunathi, my baby, you are our Hot Chick of the Year nominee, baby. What does that recognition mean?
She's got 2 nominees.
Oh, darling.
I think she's styled. You look cute, by the way.
Right? This is why she's a hot chick, Isana. Hello. But baby, what does that recognition mean to you, and why are the Feather Awards so important to society?
Look, for me, it's more than just a title. You know, it's about how abantu abafana nam express themselves confidently in whatever they do, and in the same breath inspire people. It's about Ulunathi knowing who they are, who she is. It's about Ulunathi knowing and respecting who God has placed her to be. And it's about just the power of authenticity and what it does. You know? And honestly, for me, feathers are amazing because they're all about diversity and inclusivity, and they shine a light to all those people in society that are overlooked all of the time. And they honor and celebrate the LGBTQ community.
Asazi uba uphi yena. Gula alphabet. I heard them say they. You don't have to come out on air, you know.
I'm Sunny Tanzi. I know, I'm just a bystander.
We celebrate Ababantu and Ababantu abafana nathi, and at the same breath, it's just like, it's so beautiful to see Ababantu being valued, you know, 100%. And seen with everything that has to be done within our society. It's about about time, guys. Come
It
on.
is. It's
about time.
And that's why I said there's still a lot of work to be done. But the
Yes.
great work that has been done is the likes of Pride turning 35
Oh, yes.
years.
Yes.
And of course, 16 years of the Feather Awards. But let's talk about this because I feel as though, you know, with you guys growing, you've now gone to different heights where it's a whole 3-day event.
Right.
Let's go through that. What can we expect?
Oh my God! You know what? What's interesting is that actually I used to serve on the board of Pride. So now it's like woo woo. Then we
Yes.
started Feathers, but 16 years. Short story. In 2019, to grow feathers, we started Feathers Festival, and I think it was because there was a demand. One night alone wasn't enough for us to be able to profile, you know, the queer community, to give them a platform, and so we decided to extend it as a 3-day festival. Then COVID hit, bloody COVID. But we're back. You know, it's 2024. We're going back, #1 Fox, and we've got literally the launch of the Feathers Fashion Stage. For the first time, we're going to have a conversation around degendering fashion. Yeah. Degendering
Love that.
Yeah, so degendering fashion with Neo Serrato showcasing imprint, Rappeling, you know, Philip Mazibugo having this conversation in Mandela. And then I think the last day is really all about wellness. I think we take for granted that we've gone through a tough time, and there's a need for us to just reflect and to create an even safer and a loving environment for our community. So, yeah, I think people can, you know, literally come and join us. We're open and we're selling tickets. People can go on Howler, buy tickets. And for the first time in 16 years, we're selling tickets for the Feathers. They're moving very fast.
Come on, darling.
No, they're only 100.
Only 100?
Only 100. I'm sorry that it is almost finished.
It's like, look, nice things are very exclusive. And something that is a very nice thing is when Alunati, hence you are our hot chick there. So should South Africa have to receive you as the winner of this beautiful award, what is it that they should know about you and the arts? What led you to loving the arts? And even just you and your family, because we were just speaking about it, your brothers even in it?
Yes, most of my siblings actually.
100%. I was going to say the whole family's there. Yeah.
Look, for me, I fell into the arts mainly just because of your passion of storytelling and what do you call it, expression.
Yes,
you know, the fact that Abantu have different ways of telling their stories, and they use their emotions to tell their stories, and how it's just so beautiful to see that. And I'm blessed to play that and live those different lives and inspire people while I'm doing it, and do it in a very powerful way, I hope. You know, and
girl, get out of here. She's like, I hope. She knows.
I hope.
She knows who she is.
Don't be modest.
Don't be modest, girl.
But honestly, having my siblings is an honor. It's like a blessing that I cannot even express.
Yes,
I mean, we work together. We support each other.
You party
we
together.
cry together. We party together.
I
We do
love
everything
it.
together.
Yes.
And we celebrate each other. And I think the more I see them succeeding, it inspires me to do more, because I know that there's that Mampofu flag that we need to fly high.
And you are flying it, baby.
And I really value it.
And we are very proud of you guys, and especially as a fellow Eastern Cape girl, love to see it. Babies, I'm so excited for the 7th of November.
Well, you once hosted, yeah?
Yes, I did. I
was on
the pink carpet. Thank you very much with the feathers. But Mzansi, we want to see you there, honey. And of course, it is all about the Feather Awards 2024. It is happening on the 7th of November, and you heard from Tommy. All you got to do is head on over to Howler, and you can be a part of the huge celebration that's going to be happening. And it's all about, of course, the LGBTQIA+ community, and making sure that that light, it is indeed being shone on those beautiful individuals. I do remind you as well that it is always a huge celebration whenever you're on Expresso, which is why I got to check in on my Cape Town family. My babies, is everything going right that side? Are you guys still good?
Oh, we are more than good, because the boys from My Design Rules, Sipe and Bapelele, representing Team Earth, have just ordered some coffees from Vuyani, the specialist, and they said they need this coffee because they're working so hard in the apartments right now. You've got to get those challenges going down. So Vuyani, this is a compliments of Vuyani himself, the best barista in town.
Thank you.
Boys, you earned that. You've been working hard, and I know this is going to go well as you get back to the apartments and start working on that bedroom and ensuite bathroom challenge, which you guys get to plug into this Sunday to see what really goes down. Vuyani, thank you so much, man. Absolutely. Always making our day amazing. And here's the reason why, right? Because if you start your day with coffee, you're already halfway to amazing. And someone who believes this is all too well is actress and presenter Hope Mpele. Now, we recently caught up with her to find out just how she likes to start her day. Well, let's take a look. All right. Can I order mine, Salon, bro?
Yes.
Flat white, please. Thank you, Yanni.
Hey guys, it's Hope Umbele here, and this is how I start my mornings. I call it the walk of gratitude. The birds are chirping and the sun is shining and it's being soaked into your body. It's a perfect way to start my day. But before Njalo, I make sure to like an engine garage and get myself a Brismata cappuccino coffee. This is a smile in a cup, I can promise you that. But I don't have it the normal way. I make sure that they add a little bit of honey and drizzle mdagaba or some cinnamon to make sure that it gives me the energy that I need to start my day. Okay, so once I'm done with my morning dose of Brismata coffee, I like to call up my personal trainer, the one guy who makes me very angry at times, but you know what? He's doing it for my benefit. And today we're going to be doing some boxing. One thing I love about Utabo, my personal trainer, is that he can come into my house, and I've got a very hectic schedule. So, and you know, we get things going.
Dip, right shoulder under. Dip, right shoulder under. Sit right. Stay here.
I actually didn't know that I wanted to be an actress when I was younger. I know that I loved the entertainment space and I loved drama, so I think it just went to fit together. Even with radio, my mom was a radio DJ, so I was always around the station. So I think it actually found me, but I wasn't really looking to go into it. Being on a telenovela or long-term shoot, I would definitely say that has been the hardest role for me. And yeah, it's just a dark story as well. So with that role, I have to live in it more. Whereas with 13 parts or TV dramas, it's just a couple of months and you're done. I've been doing this specific role for about 3 years of my life. If I'm not on set, I am somewhere in some stadium, somewhere, because I love my sports, whether it's watching rugby with my friends or watching football. I'm a Kosi for life. My favorite Brismata coffee is the cappuccino because I love my milk. I love like really foamy type of coffee. It depends, like every now and again I'll take like an espresso or shot an Americano, which is without the milk. But if I want to really enjoy a nice cup of coffee, it will be cappuccino. So you see, how I start my day makes all the difference. From a little bit of quiet time to some exercise, and of course, the most important, making sure that I have my morning coffee. Here's to making the most of every moment.
Okay, it all makes sense now, and definitely seeing how we start our day off and get that amazing. And speaking of amazing, I wanted to get my amazing, so Vianney obviously is probably the best person to get it from, and that's when it comes to the Brismata coffee. So I've ordered my flat white, right? You busy processing that at the moment or putting that together?
Yes.
You're also someone that's very knowledgeable when it comes to pairing coffees with some of the great snacks that are also available. So what would you say pairs well with something like a flat white which you just ordered?
As for today, I'm going to give you a flat white with a muffin.
Oh, yeah.
You can pair it with anything, but today let's try it with muffin here. We have some beautiful muffins here.
But that's the thing, I think you have so many cool options that pair so well with the Brismata coffee, right?
Yes.
And with a specialist like this, we've got to take advantage of all his skills. I won't complain about getting a good cup of amazing and of course a muffin, but you have so many different options: donuts, danishes, croissants. I've got the muffin here, and each one kind of pairs perfectly with a specific type of coffee. So if you do happen to find yourself on the road, you're looking for that piece of perfection and you want to get a Brismata coffee, it doesn't stop there, because there's also the perfect pairing that goes with it. So pretty much sorting out your entire morning or sorting out any sort of energy boost you need for a run on a mission anywhere across the country, you're going to have these options available. And unfortunately though, we don't have Vuyani at every station, but there's someone equally as skilled and able to make you a delicious coffee. He's set the bar and they all have this standard of excellence. So Vuyani, thank you so much. I'm going to look forward to that, Mzansi, and you get to look forward to a whole lot of magic. And if you want to know exactly what, Zanele, let's talk to the people. What's happening?
Ah, my Ryle, I'm very jealous. I won't lie. I keep telling you guys, please tell Vuyani I miss him, okay? Him and his delicious, amazing drinks. However, it's okay because what's happening here in Johannesburg always keeps me extra excited. And this is what you got to stick around for, Expresso family. The beautiful Brenda Mtambo is in the house, and we're talking all about that Decade Experience Live EP. I cannot wait for us to jump into it. And then we're also going to be meeting the glorious Gloria from Team Tropical on Tropica Island of Treasure. It's going to be beautiful indeed. Do not go anywhere. We're going to take a short anyana break and we'll be back after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I love it when your barista, your personal barista like Vuyani here says, what coffee would you like? That is music to my ears. I want to wake up to this every single day. I will start just with like a flat white. Something along those lines would be great for me, but hey, in the hands of an artiste, I would leave it up to you. So you can make a start on that coffee. And I'm quite interested to kind of get a barista's take. A little bit earlier, we heard that Hope Mklebe mentioned that she loves adding honey and a sprinkle of cinnamon to her cappuccino. So I'm curious to see how that tastes. So maybe we can do a little bit of that as well.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, everyone is allowed to have their coffee how they like it. You can have your honey, you can have your cinnamon, you can sprinkle cocoa powder if you want.
I like that.
Add syrups.
Can you say that again, Vuyani? Say it again. Everyone is allowed
to have their coffee how they like it.
I love that,
You can have
man.
it with honey, add
Beautiful.
cinnamon, or you add cocoa powder.
I love it, man. Well, I'm going to try Hope's rendition, so you can get cracking there. And as you make this coffee, and I love the fact that you guys obviously have to go through quite a rigorous training process to get to the point. But when you're working with coffee that tastes this good, because this is a brilliant, brilliant blend, and I've spoken to so many people, what is it about this flavor profile that you think makes it so good?
It's the balance of flavors, you know. You can taste the balance on the beans that we used, and you can add your sugar just to make other flavors flourish.
I like that. So you're not overshadowing, you're enhancing that
flavors. With
I love that. And of course, it's not just when you say you can kind of have it your way, you don't even have to go the traditional route. There are other flavor variants. Take me through, if someone wants to come and push the boat out a little bit and try something different, what other flavor variants do you have?
You can have it with syrups. We have our own syrup that we recommend to our customers. We have salted caramel, we have hazelnut, we have vanilla. So you can have your coffee customized. That is your coffee, after all.
I love
that. So we can have it how you like it. You want it salted caramel, we do it. You want it with vanilla, or you want it with hazelnut.
I like that, because then you can have a different favorite for every day of the week. I absolutely love what our coffee moments mean for us. You must love that feeling because people come to you with a need, man.
Yes,
They come to
yes.
you with a desperation some mornings. What is that feeling like when you see a person get their cuppa, when they get their favorite cup, they take that first sip, the satisfaction that we get? How does that make you feel, man?
That makes me feel very happy. You know, in the morning after the moms drop their kids at school, they come for their first cup of coffee. And that smile on their face when after the first sip, you can see that, but coffee first.
Yeah,
you understand?
but coffee first, it's
But
a lifesaver.
Coffee first.
So I've heard that a little bird has told me that one of our cameramen, Shauno, over there, who normally hides away, Shawnee, you haven't had a coffee yet this morning. You haven't even had your union break yet, man. What can we get for you, dude?
Americano, no milk.
Americano. No milk. Oh, is someone fasting again?
Someone strong.
He is. Look at those muscles, man. I love it. Now, when we say we like to come on air and say that we do all this hard work so early in the morning, it's nothing compared to what the guys behind the scenes have to go through to try to make us look sort of TV ready. So make it an extra strong one. Maybe throw it an extra a little bit of love there. When choosing the coffee that works for you, do you find people kind of approach it differently at different times of the day? Do people want that kick early in the morning and then maybe something a bit softer later in the day? How do we kind of change our coffee habits as we go?
Yes, you get people that in the morning they will go for something stronger. They go for espresso like me, purist. Some they will go for flat white like you. And during the day, maybe they want latte, something a little bit lighter, something a little bit sweeter. So
like that. See, I'm the opposite. I start going like I'll go cappuccino, then I'll go flat white, then I'll go cortado, and then I'll go probably to espresso.
Strong man.
It comes with the territory. Well, you can finish wrapping up Shauno's coffee. Sean, don't worry, I will get that coffee to you with these delicious sips. Everyone, in fact, we are ready to take on the day. And here's to discovering new ways to enjoy our favorite blends. So I'm going to say it to you, and I'm going to say it to Buyani, cheers. And on that note, another 3 lucky viewers stand the chance of winning yourselves an Engen voucher to the value of 2,500 Rand. And that's happening every week. To enter, simply reply to the competition post on that's the Expresso Facebook or X pages, sharing your favorite Brasmata coffee moment with a photo. Please include your barista and include hashtag Brasmata and hashtag your day gets better in your answer. And that competition closes at midday. That's this coming Monday, the 4th of November. But you can see all the T's and C's that apply on expressoshow.com. So let's take a look at last week's lucky winners. A massive congratulations, Everentia Padayachi. Congratulations to Neil Francis and Tabiso Scorsi. Congratulations. I'm going to say thank you so much. I think Sean deserves that coffee, so you can wrap that up and make sure that you start with coffee first.
Coffee first.
Absolutely delicious. Oh, I'm loving it. A little bit of cinnamon is great. I'm not a big fan of the sweetness, so for me, the coffee must have kind of a sweet note, but it mustn't be too much. I think, in essence, what I'm tasting is just the coffee being given its space and time to do what it does best. But I love the fact, and this has been proclaimed on live TV, you can have your coffee the way you like it. Don't be bullied by your barista. You can have it however you do, and I think I'm going to be back for another one of these. I love you, man. I love you, guys.
Oh, we clearly have found the way to G-Man's heart. As you can see, it just takes a great cup of coffee. Now, something else that I think can win your heart over is a lot of money. And if you want some of that, then you want to play Powerball and Powerball Plus for your chance to win 107 million Rand in jackpots this Friday. So don't get left behind. You want to play Powerball for an estimated 32 million Rand jackpot, and the Powerball Plus for a staggering 75 million Rand guaranteed jackpot today. This is huge. So here's a reminder, you can buy your tickets now in store. You can head over to the nationallottery.co.za website. There's the mobile app, cell phone banking, or you can simply dial *120 *7529# and then follow the USSDs. It really is that simple. But we've gone a step further and added all of these details onto our Expresso social media pages. So you can go check them out right now. And you want to punt, push, or play the Powerball for an estimated 32 million Rand in jackpots and Powerball Plus for a guaranteed 75 million rand in jackpots today. What are you waiting for, Mzansi? Get ready to get that money in your pocket and play now. There's a lot to still look forward to in your Feel Good Breakfast show. Of course, we're talking to Team Tropicals, which has moved on, and we're going to dive into great conversation. So for Friday, it's just going to get better and better after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Can you imagine? We made it to the weekend, baby, and it's one of the biggest in the country all throughout the calendar. I say that because the South African Music Awards are here, and we are sitting in the presence of greatness because we've got a queen who is nominated not once, not twice, 3 times. I'm talking about Brenda Mtambo, one of the most soulful and most powerful voices in the land. I'm not just talking about in South Africa, all over the world. Thank you very much. And this year, she celebrates 10 years in the industry, and we get to see exactly that in the best way. Why? Because she released her lovely Decade Experience live EP, which is available on all streaming platforms. But this morning, we just get to celebrate her and her nominations, as well as that Decade Experience live EP. Everybody, it's Brenda Mtambo. Brendisi, how are you, my beautiful?
I'm fine, my lovey. How are you doing?
I'm amazing.
I'm great.
I love your music. I love you. I love your voice.
Thank you so
this
much.
is so exciting.
Thank you so much.
I'm so happy for you because I feel like this is a huge year for you. I mean, in the same year that you're celebrating 10 years, you also get nominated for all of these SAMAs. But let's take it to the beginning, because when you realized that you can sing when you were in grade 1, how did you come about in terms of realizing that? But also, did anyone else point it out?
I think at home, everybody can sing.
Okay.
That's one thing that I knew growing up.
Love that.
We're going to be singing or fighting.
Not singing or fighting, yes.
Singing or fighting. So singing was part of my life. So from grade 1, man, I knew how to belt a note. Like sing properly. How about those kids that sing?
Yeah.
How about the kid that was that?
I get that because I was one of the kids who couldn't sing.
Yeah.
So I used to see you and be like, oh, that's what it actually is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was that kid.
I love that.
Yeah.
And who do you think you got your powerful voice from?
From my grandfather.
Oh, wow.
And my grandfather's, my grandfather's spirit, I think, lives in me.
Wow.
I got it from him. He used to play guitar. He was like multi-talented. He used his hands.
Yeah.
He was amazing. He was powerful too.
Yeah.
Powerful man, a respected man. I don't know. Maybe the type people like to call me Sis Brenda.
Oh, my tongue! Brenda thought someone said Sis Brenda when we really didn't, okay, Brenda?
Yeah, I got it from my grandfather.
I love that thing of just having esteem, to be respected. I love,
know.
and you're not wrong when I says Brenda, because whenever someone's around you, they want to be their best selves, okay?
I don't know why, because I'm actually very young.
And you really are. I'm just joking by calling you that. But I also know that, you're somebody who has genuinely grown over the years, because you're celebrating 10 years in the industry as someone who was a solo act before you were part of Joyous. And that, of course, probably helped shape you as an artist, right? But how exactly did it help do that?
Oh my goodness, my journey is a different journey. You know, even the summers being nominated 3 times.
Yes.
After 10 years of like perseverance, of hard work, of doing all the work on the ground. You know, I was working like on the ground. I've been a backing singer. I've been serving other people for so many years. I was part of the choir without singing any solo. Like I feel like I've paid my dues, and these nominations, they came. Whew, you know,
At the most perfect time.
yes, at the time where I was not even expecting them to come anymore. I was like, I've been doing this almost for 20 years, if you count the time that I started from Joy Celebration to backing Abolira to being behind everybody. I've been even at the summers as a backing vocalist.
And now look at you, honey.
Now,
as a 3-time nominee. Thank you very much. We're going to talk more about it because you're not going anywhere. You're going to be blowing us away with your beautiful, soulful, powerful voice. And I cannot wait. So, Brenda, thank you for making time for us. I mean, I can imagine as a summer nominee, like you're breathing new air, you know, and all these different things. And Expresso family, this is why we're so excited to hear from the beautiful Brenda. And don't forget, you can see her win. I'm speaking it into being. 7:30 on SABC1 on Saturday. That is where the 30th annual South African Music Awards are going to be taking place. And that is where we're going to see Brenda bring it home, darling. Right about now, though, I know we got so much still to do right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Let's run on over to Cape Town.
Absolutely excited. Cannot wait for this weekend. It's happening tomorrow and we will see you there. But for now, though, official duties must commence one last time. We dive into official duties and starting with national headlines. Now, Deputy President Paul Mashatile announced that the Department of Water and Sanitation is collaborating with the Gauteng government to encourage municipalities to implement level 2 and 3 water restrictions. Now, currently, level 1 restrictions are in place in the city of Johannesburg to avoid day 0. But meanwhile, the University of Limpopo postponed end-of-year examinations due to a water shortage. Now, university spokesperson Victor Khomoswana said that it would be unhygienic and dangerous for 7,000 students on campus to write exams when toilets aren't flushing properly and bathing is difficult. Well, carrying on with national headlines, South African residents can now apply for UK visas at VFS Global centres across the country. Now, VFS Global has been awarded the contract to provide UK visa services in 142 countries. Now, South African travellers can book appointments to submit visa applications at visa application centres in Cape Town, Durban, Johannesburg, Port Elizabeth and Pretoria. Now, this announcement comes just ahead of peak travel as both countries prepare for Christmas and the festive season. Well, we move over to international headlines now, and Kenya's High Court has lifted orders barring the swearing in of newly appointed Deputy President Kithure Kindiki. Now, his predecessor, Rigathi Gachagua, has launched legal challenges over his impeachment. Now, earlier this month, the Senate upheld 5 out of the 11 charges against Gachagua, and including gross constitutional violations and inciting ethnic hatred. Now, accusations have been denied as politically motivated. However, Gachagua's legal battles contribute to ongoing political turmoil in Kenya, which began with protests against unpopular tax hikes in June. Well, next up, condolences go out to at least 158 people who have died in Spain's worst flooding disaster in generations. Now, this as rescuers search for survivors. Now, over 1,200 workers aided by drones were deployed to the rescue mission as rains continued to threaten parts of the country. Now, meanwhile, Taiwan's east coast is facing the strongest storm in nearly 30 years. On top of this, thousands were evacuated and schools, universities and businesses were closed. Now, Super Typhoon Kong Ray, stretching 500 kilometers, is producing storm force winds of up to 200 kilometers per hour. Now, Taiwan has already experienced 2 strong typhoons this year. Well, lastly, obviously, the excitement is right on our doorstep. Tomorrow night, the Gallagher Convention Centre in Midrand will buzz with excitement as the 30th South African Music Awards, otherwise known as the SAMAs, honour local music royalty. Now, leading the pack, Grammy winner Tyler has scored an impressive 5 nominations, including Album of the Year and Best Collaboration for Water with Travis Scott. Now, following closely is Amapiano icons Kabza De Small, Mtunzi, and Mbuso Koza, each receiving 3 nods. Now, Tyler will also be celebrated with the prestigious International Achievement Award, while Sipho Makabane and Ringo Madlingozi will receive Lifetime Achievement honors. On top of this, Minnie Dlamini, thrilled to host, promises to bring elegance and sparkle to the live SABC broadcast, making this Summers an absolute night to remember. Can't wait to see you there. Tomorrow it's where it's happening, and it's going to be an absolute spectacle. Speaking of, here's one last chance to dive into the spectacle of all things sport, and G-Man has the latest.
Please, when you see Ryle at the Summers, take a photo. I want to see what he's going to wear, man. Has he even got his outfit sorted? Now, when you talk about spectacles, well, the Proteas, they provided a few. They powered to a historic innings and 273-run victory over Bangladesh in Chattogram, wrapping up the series with a clean 2-0 sweep. So posting a massive 575 for 6 with maiden test centuries from 3 players, Tony Dezorzi, Tristan Stubbs and Vian Mulder. The Proteas, they dominated. And then the spinners stepped in to finish the job on day 3, dismissing Bangladesh for 159 and then 143 in the follow-on, marking the Proteas' biggest ever innings win. Congratulations, lads. Now, setting up for a massive weekend of international rugby, and New Zealand coach Scott Robertson understands this. He's called back several senior players for Saturday's clash with England at Twickenham. It's going to be epic, making significant changes from last week's lineup, that of course against Japan. So only 4 players, in fact, from the 64-19 win in Yokohama remain in that starting 15, with Wallace Satiti shifting from number 8 to blindside flanker. Then captain Scott Barrett, he returns to start at lock, moving Patrick Tiapalutu, who captained the Japan match, off to the bench. Oh, there are, I think, going to be some historic moments in that one. Now let's turn to tennis, and a bit of an upset. World number 2, Carlos Alcaraz, was stunned at the Paris Masters, falling in the 3rd round to France's Hugo Humbert, ranked 18th at the moment. So Humbert secured a 6-1, 3-6, 7-5 victory, his first win over Alcaraz after 2 earlier losses this year. He now advances to face Australia's Jordan Thompson for a spot in those semi-finals. Now, echoing one of our news stories that Raul brought to you, let's focus on the MotoGP in Spain. Leading MotoGP riders have now called for the season finale on the 16th and 17th of November to move out of Valencia due to that catastrophic flooding in the region that at the time that the riders put their hand up, 95 lives have been lost, but I see that's now risen to 158, according to our news. Now, championship leader at the moment, Jorge Martin, and rival Francesco Bagnaia, they agree racing would feel, quote, ethically wrong. Marc Marquez added that priority should be aiding recovery efforts. Whilst the circuit Ricardo Tormo remains undamaged, logistical challenges could complicate hosting fans, and of course the eyes of the world on that area for a very different reason right now, so we can understand their motivation. That's where we leave our sport for this Friday morning. Wherever your allegiances lie, enjoy everything that's coming up. We'll touch base again on Monday with regards to that. Right now, let's get you to work safely.
Yes, please. It is all about that safety, and let's jump onto the roads. In Gauteng Centurion, there's been an accident between the R55 exit and the N1 Brakfontein interchange. Make sure that you plan your route accordingly and allow for some added travel time there, please. Then in the mother city, Somerset West, delays are expected on the N2 outbound before Victoria. Expect delays, and wherever you're heading, please do buckle up and stay safe. We love it when you get to where you're going in one piece, all right? One thing we also love, though, is getting into, of course, the weather, understanding what it is that is on the way. Let's check it out. The South African Weather Service has issued a warning for extremely high fire danger conditions over the central and eastern parts of the Northern Cape, western parts of both Free State and Northwest, as well as Ingquba Yethemba local municipality in the Eastern Cape. A heat wave with persistently high temperatures is expected over Limpopo, Mpumalanga, Gauteng, Free State, and the eastern parts of the Northwest from tomorrow until Monday. So it does seem like we're going to have a lovely heated up weekend, but you got to make sure that you please do hydrate and stay out of the sun as much as you possibly can. One thing I love about the sun, though, it also allows our sunrise views to look absolutely mwah, which is why we got to give a very big shout out to Werner from Bereaville, who has given us such a beautiful sunrise view, and that peeking out of the sun from the bushes behind. Wena Verna, you have got ways with that camera, and I'm absolutely obsessed. We always love it when you come through 063-408-8863. Doing your country duty, as I call it, all in the name of a sunrise view. Right about now, let's have a look of what is going on in terms of your temperatures.
Oh yes, this Friday has absolutely been beautiful, and that's thanks to you, Mzansi, because you've been a part of all the magic this morning, and we're going to keep that magic going right now. I've got to quench my thirst here because, yeah, we've been working at it this morning, and I'm sure G-Man actually might want too, so let me just grab one for him just in case. For now, though, there's still so much to look forward to, Mzansi, on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Oh, don't you love the sound of that, just by the way? And as we get fresh and ready for the next little bit of an hour, we're going to remind you that there's so much to look forward to because, yes, Team Tropical is making their way through. We're going to chat to Gloria about all the action on the islands, of course. So she's standing by ready to say hello, as you can see from that bright, beautiful smile over there. And then we're going to be diving into the world of plant love. Yes, talking about all things vegan and bringing you some incredible options to make your meat-free meals that much better. So what are you waiting for? Sip on all that good stuff and then we'll see you after this. Cheers.
Feel the spring in your step without letting allergies hold you back.
That's right, Ewan. With Sit and Expresso's allergy competition, you can breeze through the season and stand a chance to win 2,000 Rand every week.
And it really is so simple. All you have to do is answer the weekly questions on Expresso's Facebook, X, and Instagram pages. And remember to include the hashtag SetiSit in your answer. It really is that easy. Remember, T's and C's apply.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. Your timing is good as we take you back inside the drama, the spice of the Spice Island. I'm talking about Tropica Island of Treasure. Zanzibar. It's been the best season ever. And we sadly said goodbye to our girls, Team Tropical, as they faced their final challenges. The stakes were obviously really high, the emotions running deep, especially as we reflected on their unforgettable moments shared with this particular team. Clearly, the spirit of pole pole was ever present, reminding everyone that every step counts on this thrilling journey. And we've got the glorious Gloria all the way from KZN. I needed to see your smile again, girl. I'm so glad that we are getting you in HD to connect. I'm so sorry that your journey came to a premature end because there was so much fire in your team, girl. Talk us through that challenge, please.
It was incredible. Do you want me to talk through the challenge that kicked us out, or do you want me to talk through the journey?
I'm sorry to take you back to that moment because it must have been gut-wrenching. What was going on inside your head? How did it all play out?
Well, that was our second time going into elimination, and I must say, like, we were feeling quite strong and positive about it. We weren't as nervous as we were for the first elimination. Mobile and I was like, okay, we've got this. But we did know that we have a strong team with us, which was Mango and Peach. And it was so nerve-wracking, especially when they told us that, well, you need to wear these platforms in sea sand. Like, how the heck are we supposed to maneuver around? So that was nerve-wracking. But as the challenge went, our approach was slow and steady. Pole, pole. And I think when we started seeing the other team completing their challenge, things got serious. Now it was us and Team Orange that was left. So that was so nerve-wracking, and we dropped our rope, and that was the end of the journey. I still had a little bit of hope because I was hoping Team Orange would possibly drop theirs as well, and then we still have another chance. But unfortunately, it was the end of the road for us there.
I'm glad you're quite philosophical about it now. I'm sure it must have burnt because you guys, you must have felt you were in this with a shot. There are so many challenges, and it's not always the stuff that we see play out front and center. Even just the chemistry, the dynamic behind the scenes. It's long days of grueling challenges and filming. People forget that you're still filming a reality TV show, and it's one of the most grueling environments that you can produce in. What was the biggest challenge for you personally? What did you really find difficult through this process?
I think I've never been on TV before, so everything was absolutely new for me.
Yeah.
It was extremely tiring, especially the first day. The first day we shot for like about, I think, 13 hours or 12 hours of shooting. And I mean, then you need to go on screen and still have a personality. And I mean, we're all human. Like, your energy runs out. So it was just that factor of having to talk myself into it and mentally prepare myself to be on screen again. I think you'd see in a couple of shots, I actually look like I'm out of it because it's just so draining and tiring.
Welcome to our world, girl. Welcome to our world. I'm still working with a lot of the crew that you work with in that space, and it is the most grueling thing. But you mentioned something important there, that you have little talks with yourself. And of course, you weren't alone. The girl power was powerful in this. What was that dynamic like, being able to represent your girls, represent a different kind of energy in this show?
Absolutely. So, to be honest, I was never prepared to be paired up with another woman. And I don't even know how I didn't even think of that. But in my mind, I was going to be paired up with another male. And even in the first challenge, I was paired up with Bobby, and we did extremely well. And for me, it was a bit disappointing when I had to split ways with him, because in my mind, I was like, we actually stand a chance if I'm paired up with Bobby. And it was a whole different dynamic when I got to be paired up with a woman, because it's two females. There's just a lot of elements to it. I think as females, we think differently.
For sure.
It's also about, if you're paired up with another female, it's so easy to, like, people compare the two of you, if you get what I'm saying.
For sure.
So it was all of that stuff that also went through my mind. But Mobile was such an amazing partner. Our energies aligned. She got me. There were times where I didn't even have to speak to her, but she knew what was going on in my mind. And she also pushed me in so many ways, and I think I did that for her too. So it was beautiful. And we as females, we did not want to be kicked out first. So that was our first challenge that we set for ourselves. But yeah, it was amazing being paired up with her.
And these are the kind of bonds that transcend the rest of the real world life. I think once you've dipped into the reality TV pool in the way you have, you are never the same again. It's a new life that you have in front of you, and that's a beautiful thing. So congratulations, because thousands went after that spot that you were able to occupy. So don't feel like you're disappointed in any sense. I know it's yourself ultimately that you have to answer to, and you seem like quite a competitive person, that you hold yourself to quite a high standard. What, if anything, what would you have done differently?
What would I have done differently? I think what I would have done differently is there was a time where we had to play a game of communication, and I said to myself, no, Ngobile, you do it. I think you are a better communicator. And she's like, no, you are the better communicator. And I think from the start of that challenge, I didn't believe in myself in terms of communication. I felt like we had to switch positions. So I think what I would have done differently is back myself from the beginning of that challenge and know that I am the better communicator and I am in this position. Let's do it. Yeah.
I love it, and that's going to be my mantra for the next year. Let's do it. Just do it. Just get stuck in and embrace it. You were incredibly brave for embarking on this journey, but I think your mentality, your mindset now is even more brave, and I love this kind of energy. Please spread your smile across the world, girl, and keep going. Now, you've got an amazing network around you. You were amazing on the show. So sorry to see you go. I think there was a lot more left in that tank, but we love you, girl. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh man, the unfinished business. It's just been that kind of a season. I know we're going to miss Team Tropical and what they represent on our screens each week, but that energy is still there. And maybe we can still find some spice somewhere on the Spice Island, but you can catch all of the action and, yes, the drama as you tune into Tropica Island of Treasure Zanzibar this Saturday for episode 6, where the competition really does heat up on S3 and it kicks off 6:30 p.m.
And giving you some inspiration and something to celebrate, I think, when it comes to our love for plants. Now, we've got something exciting to talk about. We've got a great selection of colors here. We've also got our specialist Monique in the building, which I'll talk about in just a bit. But as a reminder, Mzansi, we are celebrating World Vegan Day. And what does that mean? Well, it's a global event dedicated to celebrating the benefits of veganism for animals, humans, and of course, our incredibly beautiful planet. So we've brought in our product developer, that's Monique Malan, who's here to educate us on all of Woolly's Plant Love range. And let me tell you, it is getting absolutely exciting. Just seeing the colors that we have here. Monique, how are you doing though?
I'm good, thank you. I'm very excited that we're celebrating World Vegan Day today.
Yes.
Awesome cause, awesome thing to be celebrating. So thank you for having me.
I think it really is, and it's so cool to see that we have such incredible options. And I think since like 2010, veganism has been on the rise. It's been hyped up and it's now trending for all the right reasons, I think, as well. So with that being said, how do you think that your sort of products align with this? What options do you have when it comes to your range of vegan meals?
So we actually have a wide variety of vegan alternatives. We've got everything from sweet treats all the way through to prepared meals.
Okay.
All the alternatives to most of your everyday items, vegan mayonnaises and all of that. And then we have a really awesome range, which is our Plant Love range. We've got a variety of meat alternatives in this range, soy-based products, and then as well as our Beyond Meat range, which is exclusive to Woolworths.
So everything I'm looking at here, sorry, is this part of the range?
Yes.
And some of the options that we'll get?
So this is all your protein alternative options, but our range is super broad. So these are your everyday eating items.
I'm just thinking of the vegans back in like 2010, 2015. They must be like, wow, the future is amazing.
Yeah.
If they knew what was coming, they would be absolutely excited. Now, talk to me about, okay, we've spoken about the range, obviously. Talk to me about exactly the quality, right? I mean, we're talking about Woolworths. They're always ensuring good quality. Is that box being ticked when we talk about Plant Love gloves range as well.
Yes, absolutely. So quality is one of our biggest pillars, and we really focus on getting a good quality end product. And to get that good quality end product, you really need to start with good ingredients.
Yes.
You need to start with good quality ingredients, and your process needs to be a standard process so that you can get a consistent product. So
Okay.
we've got very good relationships with our exclusive suppliers. We do a lot of testing in the office, a lot of tasting to make sure everything that goes onto the shelf is of the best quality and that the customers experience it the best way.
I love that. And with regards to, let's say, the soybeans that you're using, where are they coming from? Is it from SA?
Yeah, so the soybeans that we use in this specific range in our fresh tofu and tempeh, they're actually locally farmed. They're farmed in the Vicksburg region, which is in the Free State, by a female farmer. She's got an awesome farm. She does all of her farming organically. She has manual labor on the farm to de-weed so that she doesn't use any herbicides or pesticides.
Amazing.
It's really awesome. Also because she's in a high rainfall area, she usually relies on the rainfall as well to irrigate. So a really sustainable process that she's following and a really good quality ingredient she's producing.
So we're actually supporting that incredible process. We're supporting a local as well. So with that being said, I think we should dive into this because you're talking about this. I want to find out if it really tastes that good. And I think I'm not going to be on my own here. I know the gents and the boys from My Design Rules are going to absolutely love to jump on this because they love good food. And I don't even think that they know that this isn't actually meat, but an alternative. So maybe we can even trick them.
Exactly.
Talk to me about what we are looking at right now because it looks so inviting.
So over here, we've got a beautiful poke bowl. It's made with our herb tofu. So really a stunning product. It's very versatile. You can fry it in the pan, you can put it in the air fryer, you can marinate it, skewer it, put it on a braai. So really a product that you can do a lot with. So I've seen that today we've roasted it in the pan. It's a beautiful product. It's got that subtle herby notes and that typical tofu notes, a little bit of a bounce. And then over here we've got our tempeh balls. They are in an Indonesian sauce. So really that punchy Asian flavors, beautiful slight fermented notes from the tempeh. And then we've got our lovely tofu burgers as well. So very versatile product.
Okay, so can we try some?
Yes,
Please?
let's dig in.
I would love to. And any recommendation on what I should start with or just kind of try a little
I
bit of
think
everything?
dig in straight into the herb tofu and then we can move along to those
All right.
beautiful tempeh balls.
Before I invite the boys in here, because I know they're getting ready and prepared to tuck into this, and I can just see looking at their faces, they're absolutely excited. I want to start first because I know if I don't do this, there's not going to be anything left for me. So while I tuck into this.
Cheers.
How is it?
Oh, boys, you couldn't resist.
Don't finish the food now.
Dig in,
Thank you. I still haven't had
Monique,
breakfast.
this is CPM Papelele.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to
I'm
meet you
sorry for
guys.
seeing my mouth full, but I couldn't resist making it that full. They are absolute stylistas. One thing they do love, though, is good food, right, gentlemen?
Yeah,
So we're going to offer you some alternatives when it comes to meat, and this is some incredible food, great quality. We were just speaking about it now. You got choices here, right? So we've got tofu. The balls, tempeh balls, yes, and tempeh is something we are going to speak about. And then we've got these lovely burgers here that we've arranged for you. Choice is yours, gentlemen. We've got some plates. What'd you like? Sibe?
Bro.
What's tickling your fancy, man? You can try everything you want, actually.
Me, I'm a close-up boy, yeah. So I like my meat, but you can't.
And this is why we bring you.
I want to taste vegan meat from China, but yeah.
That's why we brought you guys out here, because I know how much you love good food. I know how much you love your meat. And that's why I think it's a great challenge to see, does this still give you that satisfaction? Does it still give you the satiety that you would when eating meat? And I think this is a great option and a great way to show Mzansi that maybe even for a Xhosa boy, you can get some meat-free meals in and not even notice the difference.
Let's check it out, man. Let's check it out.
That is a tofu burger.
Okay.
So it's our bunless burger. They've just topped it with beautiful fresh tomatoes and it's
I'd
got
like to
the
try
herb
that.
tofu inside. Dig in.
You want to grab one of those?
How does it work?
You're looking like you just grab it like a burger, I guess, and the
Yeah.
buns are the tomatoes. How cool is that?
That's cool.
So listen, while the boys are absolutely indulging right now, Monique, you're talking about tempeh as well. What
Yes.
exactly is that all about? I know we're getting the soy, which is great as a source of protein, right?
Yes, so soy is actually a really good source of protein, and I think you will find that it tastes quite delicious, and you're not compromising on your protein intake, which is really good. So the tempeh that you're actually eating, has 24.5 grams of protein per 100 grams of product.
whoa.
So that's really packed with protein.
Yeah.
Then the tofu's got 18.6 grams per 100 grams of product. So you're really not compromising on your protein intake, and this is a very good source. And then you asked me about the tempeh. So the tempeh is a very interesting looking product, and I think this is one of the intimidating products for people that are not familiar with it.
Yeah.
So this originates from Indonesia. It is a fermented soybean product. So the brown that you see here is the soybeans, and then in between it, there's this white mold. So it's like it's a rhizopus mold. So we get the beans in from our local farmer. We soak them and then we dehull them. So we take that outside off. We then par cook them and inoculate them with this mold spore.
Oh my
Then
goodness.
if you put it under a warm temperature, this product starts to grow the rhizopus mold, and it goes in between the beans and it forms this cake-like product. So really awesome product. I'm going to break a piece off so you guys can see.
Oh,
It
wow.
is- so you can actually see the whole soybeans in there. It's
Yeah.
very unadulterated, so it's literally just been fermented. If you give it a smell, you get those nutty notes. It's got strong umami
Interesting,
notes.
very different. Wow, your mouth is completely different. Hang on a second here. While we're having a conversation, Monique, I'm just glancing at the boys. Their mouths are full, big smiles. So clearly we're doing something right here.
This is fire, bro.
I'm so glad.
Try this one.
Apelele, did you try the tempeh ball? Because obviously it's absolutely amazing. I think the fact that you somehow got the texture right, even, it's wild to me. I think a lot of people, if they ate this and didn't know, they would be confused and be like, hang on a second, is this not meat?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
That's
really
how
well
I
done.
felt.
This is some incredible options when it comes to alternatives. Looks like the boys are definitely happy because the mouths are full. Yeah.
No, it's fire.
So we've impressed, Monique. Thank you so much for coming to, I think, also educating on that note, because for a lot of us today, this is a great celebration. Talking about mouthful here because I can't stop eating all the goodness. Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And I think this is a great reminder to you, Mzansi. You can glow from the inside out. And that's with Woolies Plant Love range. And as you heard, it's absolutely incredible. I can't stop chewing and enjoying this. It is really, really something that I didn't know could taste this good. And I think the range is offering vegan dishes that are made from the finest and freshest ingredients, as you've heard. So you can shop it at Woolworths, in-store, online, and of course on the app. But you better do it soon because it looks like some of the Xhosa boys are going to be buying out the shop after this. So get it while it's hot, Mzansi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
you.
All right, let's tuck in. Who's next?
Yeah, exactly, bro.
How's that burger, by the way, bro?
I don't know.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
sure I think I just had a proper senior moment. I think I had a little, it's okay.
It's the
We're
Friday
almost there.
feels, man.
We're almost there, buddy. Just jump on board. We'll get you there. We'll get you home. Now, I think all of us have kind of got tunnel vision for the end of the year now as working professionals, balancing, and I promise you we are professionals, balancing our leisure and entertainment budget. It can get interesting. It's a key part of maintaining our mental health and overall happiness, because you might not be able to justify on paper why you're spending that money, but your heart tells you need to spend that money because you need to survive. You need to keep going, you know?
It really does. And listen, I remember when I think I first started working, right? I was so focused on bills, I neglected my social life because you just want to keep it going, right? So learning to budget for fun is just as important as saving for the future.
Because it's kind of an investment in yourself as an asset.
Man.
No, you do need
You
it.
are the asset,
But it doesn't mean that you have to constantly spend money on that investing in yourself. As we keep saying, the sea is free. Just go and have a splash, man. Now, when we talk about budgeting, it's not just about cutting costs. It's also about prioritizing experiences that actually enrich our lives. Now, most of us have to pay for these experiences, or you can be like Zanele and get invited to 3 or 4 awards evenings every single weekend. Zanele, how do you put having fun and the budget that goes with that in its place? How do you balance that one out?
Oh, I will tell you, I was also the same when I started working. I did not balance anything. It was work, 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 work. Now I realize that kind of makes you a little bit crazy, which explains a few things. However, I do think that it really is about finding time for the things that really matter to you. So whether for me, like you said, guys, you know, the sea is free. I'm also the kind of person who's like, let's go for a picnic. I think like, you know, my siblings kind of raised me on that, where it was always like, okay, cool. If we can't have any fun inside, let's go outside the house and let's go for something like a picnic and things like that. So I'm always about trying to find ways that will allow me to kind of just forget that I even have to wake up and go to work, which is really just doing those small things that I used to do when I was younger, which are very nice and just a little bit, you know, I like to say cost effective, if you will. But it really is about finding ways in which as well, I think I am able to try and budget for the things that matter to me. So I'd say that, gents. What about you guys?
Well, I wanted to ask you, though, because I'm looking at your face now, and it's a Friday, and things are starting to bubble under. Zanele, I'm sure you've had a few messages come through already talking about the possibility of a little brunch, because everyone, of course, assumes that we end our working day at 9 o'clock in the morning as well.
Yes.
But do you have a budget for that sort of thing? So if you get a call from the girls, or, you know, that spontaneous moment arrives, that you do have something to spend when the opportunity arrives, how do you find a balance between the stuff that you can plan and then having a bit of budget to have a bit of freedom?
Okay, so I'm going to be completely honest, right? I am not the best when it comes to budgeting with numbers, but what I do with myself is I have 1 week on and 1 week off, right?
Oh.
So this past week, that makes sense, okay? At least it does to me, because then I'm only spending money every second week. So this past week for me has been a week off. So if anyone calls me this weekend, I'm unavailable. I can't make it. Why? The money says no. But next week, especially because we just had payday, I will then be like, oh, I can make it for a brunch. You know, I can spare a few couple hundreds over there and go have some fun. So that's how I try to balance it. Where I'm like, this week, I tell myself I'm staying in the house. The next week, I'll allow myself a little bit of fun. So that just at least, you know, there is a little bit of something. Because if I allow myself out every day, it's not going to work.
No.
Because no.
Nothing will work. No, we love it. And when you're young and you're filled with energy, you can do that sort of thing. But there is a limit. There is absolutely a limit. Now, I like that. Is this your week on or your week off?
I don't know what it is for me, though, because I'm just hoping that if it is the week on, I don't spend twice as much and then just undo all the
make up for the lost time. Oh, I love it. Well, the bottom line is a bit of planning goes a long way, and effectively managing our leisure expenses can lead to a more rewarding life beyond work, and it is important. That balance is vital, and at ABSA, your story matters.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, for helpful tips on budgeting or to consult with a trusted financial advisor, all you got to do is visit absa.co.za.
There are stories of believers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
Oh, Heidi, so does your morning. It matters so much. We only bring you the best. It's 3-time SAMA Award-nominated Queen. I'm talking about Brenda Mtambo. She's going to be covering a beautiful song by Bernice Johnson Regan. It is called I Remember I Can Fly. Everybody, please, can we give her a round of applause?
bravery, standing in the rainstorm, I believe. I don't know how the rivers overflow the banks, and I don't know how the snow falls under, covers the ground, and I don't know how the hurricane sweep through the land every now and then. Standing in the rainstorm, I believe. Head up, head up, head up, my head. Head up, my head, head up, head up, and my God, He called me in the morning to the power of the universe. It knows my name, and it gives me the song to sing, and I raise my voice for justice, 'cause I believe. Yeah, head up, 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 and I lay my standing in the rainstorm, I believe.
Oh my goodness! I Remember, I Believe by Bernice Johnson Regan, performed by this beautiful Brenda Mtambo, the Queen, 3-time Summer Award nominated, and somebody, like I said, we're waiting for her to go collect all 3 of them this weekend at the Summers. And friends, the beautiful thing is that we're not going anywhere just yet. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Ah, welcome back. Raul, what time is it?
It's time for the island, man. Yeah. Is it that time, please? Come
I love
on.
how you can mold like 9 different accents into one. Oh, man, I'll tell you what time it is. It's time to get excited about Tropica Island of
Yeah,
Treasure.
man.
If you're not already, because it's been insane. It really has been a stellar season. So earlier, we spoke with the gorgeous, wonderful Gloria from Team Tropical in the last episode, the girl power being ripped asunder. And we said goodbye to them, marking the end of an unforgettable journey filled with laughter, with camaraderie. But of course, this week, it's not just the Zanzibar sun bringing the heat, it's the drama.
Absolutely. And listen, tensions are rising as alliances shift and new rivalries begin to spark. And that's leaving everybody on edge now. As the stakes get higher, the question is who will rise to the occasion and who will crumble under the pressure. We want you to, however, get ready for an absolutely thrilling episode packed with surprises and really, really intense moments. Oh.
Of course, someone with a front row seat, Zanele, the hostess with the mostess. Take us inside your world, girl, because we want to chat just a little bit about mixed berries, okay? They seem unstoppable at the moment. That must be bringing about quite a lot of, I would imagine, irksomeness from the other teams. How have you enjoyed watching that little drama unfold?
I think that it's been so crazy to watch because literally every single time you see a new challenge, you think that maybe it's something that's going to be out of their scope in terms of what they're good at, guys, right? But then they prove everyone wrong. And they're like, no, actually, we're good at this as well. And this is why it's been so funny to see the reactions from all the other teams. But more than anything else, it's also just been funny to see what it's bringing out in them. I mean, I think we saw in the last challenge where everyone kind of ganged up on mixed berries, which was absolutely crazy. I know they weren't the biggest fans of that. But I do believe that it's making the game very interesting because, yes, they're ganging up on mixed berries, but at the same time, you see how you guys said there's drama? I think everyone's remembering that they need to, yes, be looking at mixed berries, but also be looking at everyone else around them because at this point in the game, guys, it's still anyone's game. And that's the most exciting thing.
Yeah, and especially when you think about like some retribution opportunities, like the example of Zanzibar Sunrise, they're coming back with a vengeance, right?
Yes, they are. I mean, listen, Zanzibar Sunrise went from literally being at the bottom. I think I remember in one of the weeks, it's either they had 0 like a kanda or they just had 1 and everyone else was like, you know, up there, which is absolutely crazy to see how they've just had a little bit of a comeback. They've shown that they're competitive yet again. And having 2 teams having left already and Zanzibar Sunrise wasn't one of them when everyone thought that it was possibly going to be. I think that that's been very, very exciting to see and also very interesting in terms of how everyone's now sizing them up to kind of be like, okay, do these guys maybe have a hold on what could possibly be their share of R1 million, even though in the beginning they didn't seem like a threat? I think things are only just about to get interesting, guys, which is always so great.
I love it, man, and you are so great. She really is just phenomenal in that role as the hostess. You are just superstar material. Absolutely love it. And we do love a dark horse that no one sees coming. Remember when Khalid won, they'd been written off.
Yeah, I loved it.
They'd been written off. So don't forget, you can also win big and from the comfort of your own home with Tropica.
Yeah, so all you got to do is grab a Tropica promo pack, follow the entry details, and you could be in the running for your share of thousands of smooth prizes. And it gets even better because you want you to get ready for the ultimate thrill, right? Listen to this. The grand prize, a sleek 5-door Suzuki Jimny. Now, your adventure starts with just... Yeah, it's that simple. It's simple.
I thought you were going to give me a cheers
Sorry,
first,
bro.
at least, man. Come on,
like
man.
That. No, that wasn't cool. Now, listen, obviously, if you want to know more, there's no smoother way than to spend your Saturday evenings. And here's an absolutely exclusive sneak peek of what's coming up in episode 6 this Saturday at 6:30 p.m. right here on S3.
This Saturday evening on Tropica Island of Treasure.
Congratulations, Spot Island!
Finally, this game is interesting now.
Still don't know who to trust. Be careful!
Fighting
That's
words.
what I'm saying.
Stacey is so angry.
Makes our decision easy. Yeah.
This is the time to gang up.
It's about to get spicy.
People will be shocked. Gobsmacked.
Catch Tropica Island of Treasure Saturday evenings at 7:30. Repeat Mondays at 2 and Fridays at 6 p.m. on S3.
Hashtag beat Bobby, just saying, man. No, I love you, Bobs. I love you, boy. Well, the time has now come to look at a different winner. In fact, we're going to announce the very lucky winner of not one, but 2 Champagne in Africa tickets. And we asked you guys to tag the person that you want to take along, that bestie, your wingman or woman, and we got some incredible responses. So many of you said that you are celebrating a birthday or might be looking for a night out to paint the town red. This is how you do it. But they can only be one winner, and we have them on the line right now.
Yes, please, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking to none other than Nobuhle Khumalo. Yes.
Well done.
Hello.
Thank you so much. Morning.
Good morning. How are you feeling?
I am on top of the world.
Oh, congratulations. So the big question, who are you going to be taking with you to what promises to be an unforgettable event?
I am definitely taking my best friend.
Oh, nice. Okay. And why is this such a meaningful win for you? Obviously, winning these tickets, what does it really mean to you? Obviously, spending the day and doing something incredible like this.
Look, for me, when I saw the event, it's something one for the books. It's something very different, whereby Champagne meets celebrating authentic South African or African stories. You know, for me, I was just mind blown. I was just like, this is different. Friends, we need to attend this. We need to go unwind and go enjoy the space.
Because you deserve it, Nobuhle. You deserve it, girl. I've got to ask the question, do you have the outfits ready for this night of opulence? Because I have a feeling there's going to be levels to this one, and it's going to be top draw. Are you ready for the night out?
Listen, I'm going to be looking good, I'm going to be smelling good, and I'm going to enjoy myself.
Slay, girl, slay. Oh, we absolutely love you. I think you could kind of walk into this show. You sound like our kind of energy. Just stay safe, enjoy it, have an absolute blast with you and your bestie. I think it's going to be an unforgettable night, but congratulations, my friend.
Thank you so much. You just made my morning.
Yes! I love that, man. Bringing smiles to everybody's style right now. That's how you start the weekend, and that's the Champagne in Africa Festival. It's going to be a night of pure glamour, fun, and one that you do not want to miss out. If you didn't win the tickets, you maybe still want to go get them and be a part of the magic.
There are stories of creators, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, let's talk about winning for a second, because you can win absolutely massive today. If you play Powerball and Powerball Plus, you have a chance of winning 107 million rand in jackpots today.
Oh, absolutely. Now, we don't want you to get left behind, so here's a reminder, you can play Powerball for an estimated 32 million rand, and that's the big jackpot. And then there's also Powerball Plus for a staggering 75 million rand guaranteed jackpot today. It's huge.
Okay, so write this down. tickets in store. That's where you can go. You can go online, nationallottery.co.za. You can go onto their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking platform, or you can dial *120 *7529# for all the USSD.
Yeah, now we want you to get involved in these winnings right now. So what we did is post all the details on our Expresso social media pages as well, so that you can go check it out right now and give you the opportunity to panda, push up, play the Powerball for an estimated 32 million rand jackpot and Powerball Plus for a guaranteed 75 million rand in jackpots today.
Oh, okay, so maybe that's confused us a little bit. Lest we forget, the weekend is upon us. Please, Joburg, can we start the weekend officially?
Yes, we can, my darling, because the South African Music Awards are upon us, and the person we're going to be seeing there is Brenda Mtambo, and she is ending off the show for us with a bang, baby. It's called Baluya Qima, and I can tell you this much. We're already within the weekend. It's Brenda Mtambo, everybody!
So alarming and tenderly, now listen to sense I can hear. 'Cause you yummy bushobe. Now listen to sense I can hear. Chelma, not so yes, I babe. No maluma baglen chilape. Nensegiso mina manche. Oh, when I know driving me crazy. Inhliziyo yami ngasiyakho, ngiyathandana nawe mntakwethu. Nasekhaya bayazi into imina, nasekhaya bahleli balindiwe na. Make up your mind, baby, make up your mind.
my goodness. Brenda Mtambo, everybody. I told you she is the person who's going to go and win all of the awards at the South African Music Awards. Thank you very much. But, Cape TZ, are you officially ready for the weekend? Are we happy? Are we good? Yeah, I think so. Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you Monday.
We love ya. Adios, muchacho.